I guess they haven't heard us?
Oh.
Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. Marry me. I'm Gory B Movie.
I'm Danny Nightmare.
And I actually just did all of this a second ago. So when you go streaming from OBS, you got to hit live on OBS and then you got to do it on YouTube. And I guess I didn't. So, yeah, we actually started watching the movie and everything. And little did I know we were not live. I was even talking to you guys in the chat.
Yeah, we thought you guys could hear us.
Thank you, Tatum and DJ Plays Favorites and Mummy B Movie for being in the chat. Oh, we have an echo? Is that better? Uh-oh. Well, let me know if that is any better. I'm not sure why we have an echo. Okay, good. Good. Great to see you guys. I do want to thank everyone in the B Movie Coven. I saw, Heather had joined and Connie Cleary. DJ Plays Favorites is a member, and so is Tatum. I do need to update this, but thank you to everyone who has supported the show. It helps a lot. Like, thanks to member support and super chats, we were able to upgrade our microphone and our camera. Which was awesome. We did that for the Scares, which is our big live event that we do every year on Horror Addicts. It's a big award show. Danny worked so hard on it, like over a month putting it together. And I think it turned out really fun and great. It's over on Horror Addicts. So if you guys missed it, do check out the replay. We also got Haunted by Horror here. I feel so silly.
We had Rhonda Shear. We had CZ's World, Dr. Wolfila. It was amazing. So go check it out. Not right now. But
and I'll play a little thank you clip to thank all of our new members. Here's one.
Michael!
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back over what we were talking about. So tonight we're not just watching Leprechaun. Tonight we are also remembering Mark Jones, the director of the film, who passed away early this year. Really sad. I did not know him personally, but I did get a chance to hang out with him a little bit here on the channel. A couple years ago, my brother Zigma had requested that I do a Leprechaun deep dive. And of course, I took it super seriously and spent like a month doing all this research. By the way, I think one of the best sources I had was Mark Jones's commentary on the Blu-ray.
But you did an amazing job on that deep dive, and he noticed. So
yeah, so then I published the video, which you can still watch on this channel, and I get an email from Mark Jones. And I'm like, okay, it can't possibly be the Mark Jones, but no, it's him. And he was just saying, hey, I think that's the best Leprechaun video I've ever seen. The first one that got it 100% right. There's a lot of misinformation about Leprechaun, and I'll probably cover some of that while we watch the movie. And he was just really thankful. And he's like, I can tell like you put a lot of work into it. It was just really cool. And then he shared it with the producer, David Price, who is also the director of Children of the Corn Part 2.
Yeah.
And he left a comment saying how much he liked it. And you guys can see the comments on the video if you want to go check it out. But then they also shared it with Mark Holton, who plays Ozzy in the film. And I'm a massive fan of him, you know, both for Leprechaun, but also
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And I was just like gushing, like he just said it was a great video. It was such a nice tribute. So nice that somebody like appreciated the film. And I was like, I'm such a big fan of you. And he was really sweet. He's like, I'm a big fan of you. So it was just like this really cool moment, because a lot of times we make these videos and I'm just grateful if anybody watches it and actually enjoys it. Nevertheless, having the people who made the film I'm talking about show me appreciation.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. The people that your content is about their content, you're appreciating their content, but then they come and appreciate yours back. It's awesome. Yeah. Ozzy was also in Leprechaun's Revenge, which got an Oscar for Best Fan Film this year.
Yeah, he's also in Leprechaun Returns. And that's the thing, you know, I talk a lot about B movies on this channel, and a B movie, a lot of times people will use that to basically describe a movie that they think is bad, and that's not how I define a B movie. To me, awesome. A B movie is a scrapper. It's an underdog. It's a movie that maybe didn't have the big budget, or maybe the studio tried to mess with it. It had the odds stacked against it. But despite that, it's a movie that people who were passionate about making films completed, that was released and became a household name. Even my mother knows about Leprechaun, and you know, she didn't watch a lot of these kind of movies, but Leprechaun is a household name. I don't know why it doesn't get the same kind of respect as something like Chucky. Right. I think it deserves it. I think it deserves it as much as like you know, Freddy and Jason and all of those. I think he deserves to stand proud with, you know, our other slasher boys.
And like theirs, their franchise, yeah, once you get into the sequels, they get kind of silly to the point where you could be like, oh, it's so crazy, it's good. But this first movie is amazing, honestly. And I saw it in the theater. I took my little sister to go see it. We probably had to have like a parent or somebody like say that we could go see it, but we had a great time. And I kind of wish I would have saw the second one in the theater, but I didn't.
I discovered this movie at Blockbuster Video. I just thought it looked really, really fun, and I was seeking it out because I was a big SNL fan. So every Saturday I would watch Saturday Night Live, and I loved Wayne's World, the segment they would do, and they always had this bit where Wayne would tease Garth. I think he's even in one of the movies, I think part 2. And he'd be like, I am the leprechaun. And Garth would freak out and cry. So I was like, I have to see this movie. And I absolutely loved it. I think it's effectively scary. I think it's fun, and it's intentionally funny. So we're not laughing at it. We're laughing with it. Have I ever watched the movie Slaughter High? I have watched Slaughter High, actually. And that's maybe if you guys have any recommendations for future watch parties, I actually owe the B Movie Coven an exclusive one. Let me know in the comments.
It's like a live action horror cartoon.
It really is. And so that's one of the things that's really interesting about this is when you watch this movie now, my favorite movie of all time isn't even a horror movie. It's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I live my life by this movie. I quote this movie all the time to defend my actions or to figure out where to go in life. Roger Rabbit is probably my spirit animal.
He's gonna die laughing.
I'm a big cartoon fan, like not anime, not anything sophisticated, like old school Saturday morning cartoon kind of girl. And I love Scooby-Doo. And it was really fun to learn that Mark Jones worked on Scooby-Doo and Scrappy. And I think that's something that it also influenced the way he looked at movies and TV shows, because he worked very hard on that. Actually, he worked on an episode that has a little leprechaun in it before Leprechaun even came out, which is kind of cool. Right? Yeah, he worked on Fang Face, but a lot of people had kind of a negative opinion about Scooby-Doo and Scrappy, but it didn't change how hard he worked on it. He still brought his game every single time to Scooby-Doo and Scrappy. And, you know, with this movie too, he was really proud of this movie. And he put a lot of heart into it. There's a lot of heart in this movie. Oh, yeah. And he put a lot of work into it. And yeah, he had a big poster of it in his office. What was really cool is after I had the email exchange with him, I kind of thought that would be the end of it, right?
Right.
then I was having weekly horror hangouts. So the first one I think he came on, it's one of the ones was like Critters 2 in the thumbnail, so you can probably go find that if you want. But he shows up in the chat and I completely am dumbfounded. Like, what? Mark Jones is watching my channel. What is going on? So
Exactly.
I'm super excited. And then we're like hanging out. We're talking back and forth. I'm asking him questions. Then he was very good friends with David Price. He asked David Price to come watch too. And they're both watching the stream and talking to me. And it was so rad. It felt like just like with you guys, you know, when I feel like when we're doing these streams that you guys are in the room with me and we're having a conversation, we're hanging out. Like sometimes it baffles me that I haven't met you guys in person because it feels like we've been in the same room together. That's what it feels like to me, and that's what it felt like when they came to watch this stream. And then they showed up a couple more times and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I was calling my friend Becky. I was like, ah, did you see that? And she's like, wow, you're kind of like friends with them. It was really, really cool. I was so excited. And of course, I was also continuing to email Mark, and I said I would love to have him as a guest on a stream or to do an interview or something. And he said yes. And Mark Jones, the picture I used of him in the thumbnail, I picked one of him with a cigar because he loved his cigars. And he told me what his favorite cigar was. So it's this one right here. This is the one he told me to get because the plan was we were going to smoke cigars and talk Leprechaun and Rumpelstiltskin, which is another great movie he made. And so this is the Asylum Insidious. And I'd never bought a cigar in my life. I didn't used to smoke cigarettes back then, but I quit. But I've never bought a cigar in my life. I think I've had like the Swisher Sweets, the little baby cigars, but I've never had an actual cigar. But Mark Jones, he was like, no, I got you. I will tell you how to smoke a cigar and stuff. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna smoke a cigar with Mark freaking Jones. I was so excited. So I bought this, and it did take a while to get there. And then by the time it came, I tried messaging him a few times and I never heard back. And I didn't take it personally. I mean, he's a big celebrity. I'm just a, YouTuber with a very small channel. So it was fine. I was just happy for what I had gotten from him. I had no idea that his health was bad.
Might have something to do with it. We don't know.
But I don't know if it did or not. I mean, he did pass away from cancer, so I don't know. It wasn't that long ago. And yeah, and so I don't know if that had anything to do with, if nothing else, just focusing on his family. I don't know when he found out.
Right.
But for the longest time, I would look at the cigar and I would get kind of sad about like what didn't get to happen. I didn't get to have that interview. I didn't get to have that stream. And I also kind of wondered, like, did I do something wrong or whatever? And now I'm just really happy that I had that experience.
You had some moments.
I had a shared moment with him. You meet so many celebrities at like conventions and stuff, and they're always very polite. I've never had like a bad experience. These are people who are professional people. But
he stopped doing YouTube, but I just remember how excited I used to be when Sleazy P would join me on my streams.
Yeah. These rare connections, and it's rare when you make a truly great connection. I made connections with a lot of you guys in the chat, and these mean something to me. I've made friends that I've adopted as family in this community, and very rarely with a celebrity do I feel like I have a genuine connection where I'm like, you know what? I think that person actually will remember me.
Yeah, like
we
Joe,
had
Bob,
a connection.
And Darcy, like they're nice.
Yes, Joe, Bob, and Darcy, like that's incredible to me. But Mark
hopefully
Jones,
with Ron
like,
Shear now, hopefully.
I hung out with him online, but I hung out with him and there was a connection, and I'm just really grateful for that. I'm grateful that this movie I love was made by somebody who was passionate about it, who cared about it, and who appreciaed my love for it. And
he was proud of this movie. You were proud of this movie. He was proud of you talking about his movie.
Now, I'm not going to smoke this because I'm just not going to. I just want to hang on to it. I don't want to ruin it, but we are going to smell the cigar, all right? We're going to do it corn on the cob style. It smells really good. I love the smell of them.
Yes, the only time I've ever smoked cigars really was, I think maybe once when I was really young. Me and Brandon, like my friend, who like found one and we smoked it. I think we probably choked and died because we didn't know how to do it right. But my grandpa would take me out fishing at night, and right before bed, like because we sleep out on the boat, we'd like lay the anchor and we'd smoke a cigar at night. It's really good.
But yeah, I
Smells
just
are nice.
um
Not big on smoking in general, but I do love the smell.
hang on to this because it reminds me that yeah, I was lucky enough that I got to have a conversation with Mark Jones and
Yeah.
got to make a connection with him. So I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for the films he left us with.
Not only is your video like really well done, but it's certified now. Like,
And that's the thing, you know, there's a lot of people, a lot of creators who are better than me who've made more popular Leprechaun videos, but that is one of the only videos I've made where I'm like, no, I'll take my video any day because that was the one Mark Jones liked.
Yeah, the one he said was 100% accurate.
Yeah. So, in memory of a really great filmmaker, a really nice guy.
Champagne for the legend.
For Mark Jones. All right, so we got some people in the chat. I would love to hear you guys share. Let's celebrate this movie. Let's celebrate its legacy. I would love to hear your stories about how you first came across this movie, or if you have any favorite memories about it, or Rumpelstiltskin, or any other Mark Jones projects.
Yeah.
Let's just celebrate. I'm probably gonna take a break about halfway through the movie and maybe give you guys some talk about the movie.
Yeah, we'll do
more.
an intermission. Like
yeah,
halfway.
We'll do a little intermission.
Kevin, that part of Roger Rabbit is very disturbing. In fact, I think we have like what most disturbing horror movies video
on Horror
Addicts.
I did a list of the saddest deaths in horror.
I think they got at least an honorable mention. It might not have been a horror movie, but
and also thank you, Kevin, for being a member of the channel.
Yeah, Kevin, and Kevin, you did an amazing job on the Oscars, by the way.
Yeah, I really loved the speech you gave. It was really emotional.
Put into words what I would love to say live, but I just can never get it out quite right.
So this movie, if you want to watch the movie, you can watch it for free with us. I have ripped my copy. I've put it up into Google Drive. There is a link in the description down below. So all you have to do is double click on that puppy and it will open up on your device and you can watch along with us. I'll let you know when we start. I'm going to read a couple more comments.
This is actually how we figured out you guys, we hadn't started yet because you were like, where's the movie?
Yeah, I thought maybe you guys just couldn't get the link to work, and then I realized we were not even live. So embarrassing, but that's what happens when you go live, you know?
For all the things that can go wrong, sometimes one of them will.
Going live is kind of scary. There can be lots of mistakes. Sometimes you don't say things perfectly. Sometimes you embarrass yourself. One time I did wax off my eyebrow. We're not talking about that. But I do feel like it's the only way to really hang out with you guys, to really make those meaningful connections. So that's why I keep doing it.
It wasn't St. Patrick's Day, but remember how pretty I was when I like ugly cried on like in my Tinkerbell dress?
But again, you know, I've had a lot of those experiences in person with friends where you get drunk, you get silly.
Oh yeah.
We just have ours up for people to rewatch.
Life's
So
short.
let's read a couple of these comments and then we'll get started with the movie. Tatum says, that's truly beautiful. I remember talking to Narnar. She's my favorite person in the world. I still talk to her still to this day. And you and Craven gave me that chance and I'm happy. Yeah, we honored Craven during the Oscars. Really sad that he's not here to be here.
Another person
to celebrate with us. But he also, his videos are going to last forever. You know, as long as there's YouTube, Craven Something Scary is going to be on there. You can find the link to his channel in the description below. You can find it in my featured channels. I don't think anyone's watched all of his videos, so definitely keep his memory alive. Watch a video of his you haven't seen. He also still has a merch store, and that money goes to his daughter, that goes to his wife.
Help send her to college. We appreciate it. Lethal Collective did an amazing job on that, and they will always carry like his torch, and so will we, because Craven was great.
Tatum says, happy talking to her. She was and still is my idol. I love her and don't know what I'd do if she passed away. And I think you're doing exactly what you should be doing. Just being grateful for people every single day. Unfortunately, I feel like I had to learn that the hard way, losing Craven. I was actually taking a hiatus from YouTube, and him being the very strong person he was, I didn't realize how sick he was. And I wish I had been there for him and I had been a better friend. Now I have another friend who's going through some health issues, and yeah, now I've learned, you know, even when things are tough, I'm not abandoning you guys again. I'm still gonna be here. I might have to change my streaming schedule, but I'm still gonna be here. I'm gonna be here because it's important to keep that light burning.
Yeah, he presented on one of the Oscars, and then the next year he couldn't because of health reasons. But then the year after that he came back. So I feel bad too that I didn't realize that he relapsed and got even worse again. So
Kevin says, that was my experience. The first time I smoked a cigar, I got really dizzy because I didn't know not to inhale. Yes, I've heard
pretty
that.
sure that was the first time I did too. I think like me and my friend found like a little like quarry that was kind of abandoned, and we like had a cigar that we found, and I think we choked ourselves to death on it.
Alrighty, so we are going to start the movie up. So if you got your own copy, you can pull that up. I'm worried we lost Mommy B Movie because it took so long to get started on this. So
yeah, she might have gave up.
Oh,
fair.
feel bad.
But thanks for you rescue.
You
for
could text
around.
her.
I don't have my phone. Oh,
I have my phone.
Well, then you could text her.
Well, I'm doing the stuff here. I'll text her. I'll do it on here. It's cool.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we're gonna text Mommy B Movie. We're gonna do it live. But yeah, share your stories about how you were first introduced to Leprechaun.
I just saw a trailer for it. Saw that it was in theaters. My dad used to be like the manager of the local theater. It wasn't a movie particularly that he was gonna let me go check out, but I just like on weekends sometimes I would be at my mom's house and hang out with my little sister, and I managed to talk them into dropping us off at least to go see that.
Sorry, Connie. Actually, you haven't missed much. So, Connie, we did thank you earlier for being a member and everything, but we thought we had filmed a whole introduction to this. We'd actually started the movie, and then we realized you guys weren't watching the movie too, and that I wasn't even live, so we had to redo everything. So yeah, we're pretty delayed here. We haven't even started the movie, so you've shown up just in time. There is a link to Leprechaun that you can watch for free in the description below. You just gotta double click that puppy and it will open up. We're gonna synchronize these, so do double click it, do have it opened up, don't hit play yet. Pause it at the 000 mark, or queue up your Blu-ray or wherever you're getting the movie from.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this is the drill, guys. So do not start it yet. This is how I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, play. Okay?
Sound like a leprechaun counting his gold.
Eat my butt,
shilling,
Dan.
2 shilling, 3 shillings.
All right, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, and play. I did it.
Me gold.
We got the Lionsgate logo running.
Yeah.
And this is going to be awesome. This is a movie I think really is underrated.
Lionsgate was so awesome back in the day. Like, I knew that they had, like, really cool horror movies. Like, not saying they don't now. It's just that was a huge thing growing up. Lionsgate horror movies.
I think Saw was kind of what put them on the map.
Well, that made them a little more mainstream, but I liked them way before that. I liked them since at least Leprechaun, if not longer.
Well, I think they got Leprechaun for the Blu-ray. It wasn't around when it came out.
Yeah, but it still was around a lot longer than Saw was.
I love this shot here in the beginning. Just the lighting, guys. I mean, this is not like a straight to VHS movie. This is a movie that came out in theaters. It looks great. That rainbow on the Leprechaun. And I genuinely root for the Leprechaun in these movies. So think about this. He's magically tied to the gold. Like, he is not feeling himself if it's taken away. He also doesn't have his magic if it's taken away. So can you imagine if you had an object that meant something to you, like your ring or something, and if it was stolen, you would get sick, or you wouldn't be able to walk, or you'd have
it's a
impossible
metaphor for
gas.
crack. It's a metaphor for crack.
No, it's not. At any rate, I sympathize. It's also the thing he cares the most about in all the world. So for me, like family photos and stuff, that kind of irreplaceable stuff, if it was taken away, yes, I would hop on a pogo stick and go after Jennifer Aniston.
Or the pawn shop owner.
It's one of the things I love about Leprechaun is I love all of his accessories. He's like freaking Barbie with all his accessories. He's got the car. He's got the pogo stick. He's got the gold. It's just, yeah, where are the Leprechaun figures?
Yeah, NECA, get on that. Give us you pay a little more and you get the whole well. That'd be cool. Exchangeable head where his head's melting. That'd be great.
DJ, there is a link in the description below. So if you open up the description, you double click that link, it will pull it up on Google. You can watch it for free. It's just my copy of the movie that I uploaded on there. Hey, Jack. So we're at 2:32. And this is the other thing about great B movies, which I said are like the underdogs, is you know the difference between a great B movie and something that's like produced by the Asylum by the quality of the performances. Like everyone here is, they're giving it their all. They're doing a good job.
Yeah, he's acting real drunk. But they knew this was gonna be in theaters. They tried. They put effort into it.
Fragile. It's fancy.
Yeah, they like make some cool stuff there. Breakable stuff, but cool stuff. Case in point.
Oh, this guy, this freaking guy. You got what's coming to you, Seamus. You got what's coming to you, stealing people's gold.
A weepers.
Here's the, like, I love the Leprechaun. When it comes to Chucky and Freddy, especially Freddy, like Freddy's kind of a dick, but an entertaining dick. But a lot of them are like, you know, Chucky, I don't agree with you, but I dig you. Leprechaun, no, you deserve your revenge. You should be vindicated. This guy's a dick.
It depends on each Leprechaun, but this one specifically is very sympathetic.
When you guys saw Old Boy or Count of Monte Cristo, did you sit there and feel bad for the people who imprisoned our hero? No! So why are you going to feel bad for Seamus or any of these people? Seamus
is the villain of the movie.
Seamus imprisons the Leprechaun. He steals his stuff, and then he imprisons him.
He's the true villain of the movie.
He is the villain of the movie.
His poor wife, she's kind of just caught in the crossfire there, but Seamus himself brought this on everybody.
He doesn't deserve to be called Dan. Can't remember whose kid this is. I think it might have been David Price's, but somebody on the film, this is their kid who does the little voice here.
So creepy.
It is very creepy.
Very effective. Creepy
and again, just the lighting and stuff, like that's what the director brings to it. Yes, your DP is the one who actually films it, but your director is the one who sets up the shot and everything.
Yeah, exactly. The director will
DJ?
obviously A-OK it or want something else.
Can you open the description in the video? Here, I'm gonna grab it for y'all. I'm gonna suffocate. Oh, it's so sad.
It gives me some creep show vibes with the eyes.
Look at his cute little buckles, and he loves his shoes.
Oh yeah, he loves shoes.
He is the original Carrie Bradshaw with her Manolo Blahniks and stuff. This guy loves his shoes. He loves a good clean shoe.
Well, I mean, I feel bad for her, but she at least went quick. Ah, here we go. The big reveal.
And the makeup.
They did such a good job. His outfits changes every slightly time, because it is a different Leprechaun every time. Till Returns, anyways. That's the only one that's actual sequel to this.
That's fan theory kind of thing, but yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of proven. They all have different origin stories.
Frickin' Seamus.
Up his butt.
And the makeup artist, Gabe Bartelos, he became really good friends with Warwick. I mean, obviously, Warwick, especially in this first movie, he had to be in that chair, the makeup chair, for quite a long time. But yeah, it took a long time for them to figure out the look of him to make him creepy and yet expressive.
We made altercations each movie, but I felt like he did a good job of like kind of catering to Warwick's needs and wants and helping.
All right,
make
I'm
that
at
makeup.
6:47. We're almost at the 7-minute mark. Oh, I'm glad you get to watch it with us for the first time, Tatum. Oh no, the link isn't there. I could have sworn I updated this. Okay, so I guess my link isn't in the description. Probably because we messed up everything when we went false slave. All right, so here is the link. I'm going to get it ready for you guys.
Should we start it
All right. Should I start it over?
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't have the link, right?
I'm pausing the movie. Oh, I didn't realize the link wasn't working. All right, I'm pausing the movie. We're going to go get us that Leprechaun film. Let me know if you guys want me to restart the movie. I'm happy to do that.
Otherwise, we're at 7 minutes and 30 seconds in.
Okay, so here is the link to watch the movie with us. Sorry, I thought it was in the description. But there's the link.
St. Patrick's Day. We've chugged a few, so she's...
You've chugged a few, sir.
Actually, I haven't. This is my first beer. But
I did hear the bad news about Buffy, Jason, though. I'm hoping... The deal with Buffy is Hulu got the script and they weren't happy with it. They said it didn't feel like Buffy. They didn't like it. They sent it back for a rewrite. And then they got the pilot and they're like, yeah, this doesn't feel like Buffy. We don't want this. But they said they are still open to stuff with that IP. They're not necessarily sure if they want the person who, I think it was Chloe Zhao who did that. I can't remember. They're not necessarily sure if they want the same person producing it, but they definitely want to be involved with Sarah Michelle Gellar and with the IP.
yeah, her video.
All right, I'm at 7:29.
I mean,
so, hey, give me a second.
Might have been for the best.
Okay, so do you guys want to restart the movie? Let me know. We can restart it. If not, we're at 7:29. All right, let's give them a chance to get caught up. Dude, I'm having all the technical difficulties. But guys, this is what happens with live stuff. Like, you have mistakes. One time, my cat turned off my computer while we were doing the Oscars. Remember that?
Cat jumped right on the power button of the computer.
One time, I waxed off my eyebrow. We're never talking about that again. But that's how you have real memories. That's how you make these real connections. Because it's just like when you're hanging out in person. You can't completely control the situation. Crazy stuff happens, but
life happens.
You know.
Good or bad. I mean, sometimes you just gotta look back and at least laugh. And thank you for doing an awesome job. Thank you, we're not having these problems on the Oscars.
But yeah, I'll take all these problems if it means that we can have these awesome hangouts where we're actually live together, we're hanging out together. I'll take it any day over, even including the mistakes. Here for the orange cat. The cat is...
He wanted out.
He left us, that's right.
He's like, this room got a little too green for me.
We haven't missed much, so start at that is what Tatum says. So we're at 7:29. Let me know when you guys are queued up and caught up with us. And I did fix the description. The link is there now. And I did post it in the chat. And I'm going to go pin that comment while we're waiting. There we go. Here. Link to watch the movie. So yeah, that link is free. It's just my copy of the movie. So it shouldn't be an issue with it. I just ripped it and put it up so that you guys can watch along with me. I'm gonna go get the chat up again. Well, yeah, I'm just excited to celebrate this movie and hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
7:29. That's where we're at. You guys ready to go? You want to get back to watching the movie? If you need more time, let me know. Got it. So sorry about that, DJ. By the way, DJ, I always call you DJ. If you want me to actually call you by your name, let me know and I will. Is this the Hornswoggle Leprechaun? We don't talk about that, Patrick. We don't talk about that. That's one of the most offensive. So to me, that's a bad movie. If you watch the behind the scenes for the WWE Leprechaun Origins, they admit they'd never watched the movies. They trashed them. They're like, oh, they were just really bad movies. Ours is going to be actually good. It's going to be actually scary, which...
Who cares about that other guy? You won't ever talk about him again once you see me. And then they don't even let Hornswoggle be an actual leprechaun. They just make him this weird, like, furless cat thing. It was dumb.
How can you dunk on something? We're going to restart the movie. I think that's the best thing for everyone. So I'm gonna go back to the 0-0 mark. Okay.
Yeah, that movie is trash.
But yeah,
Which is sad because I was actually a little excited when I heard he was going to play it, but then it was garbage.
there was no passion in it. It was offensive towards Irish people. It's offensive to Leprechaun fans. It was a sequel or remake in name alone, and they didn't even bother to watch the other movies. So yeah, to me, that's a bad movie.
And when you just cut like a promo like dissing Warwick, you know what? Go fuck yourself.
It doesn't get to be called a B movie because B movies are scrappers, and that movie was just lazy.
Yeah, it was a cash.
Hey, Ariel is here. Ariel, by the way, do me a favor. Go into your settings and make sure that you have the option to accept membership gifts. Because I give away 2 a month, and I'm always hoping that you're going to get one of them. But hasn't happened yet. So definitely make sure that's turned on, because I'll give away one at the halfway point. We're going to pause the movie halfway through, and I'll do a giveaway. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know what I feel like.
Furless cat thing, yeah. It's kind of like if it was the runt of the Descent creatures, but it sucked.
Okay, are you guys ready? I'm going to start the movie again. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and play. Okay? That was a drill.
Count those
Have it at
coins.
000. The link is in the chat. It's in the description. It's free. You just need to double click it. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, play.
Me gold.
And here we go. The Lionsgate logo is going. It was hot in California. Oh, better than here. We got snow.
Yeah, we got like a huge snowstorm during the Oscars. I'm glad it didn't like ruin our internet.
What kind of beer are you drinking?
I am drinking a Shiner Bock. So it's a German beer, not an Irish beer, sadly. So I don't have any on me at the moment. I'll run to the store.
Sounds like me old gold. Smells like me gold. Yeah. Welcome, Angie.
Smells like a good cigar.
All right. I don't mind restarting this because I think this opening shot here looks incredible. Just the production design, that looks like real stone. That looks like real gold. The lighting is incredible.
That rainbow-like effect. It's pretty cool. Warwick Davis gives a great performance.
They had a really hard time, I remember, finding shoes that would work for this. But when they finally did, then Warwick ended up insisting that they have the exact same pair for every movie because it took him so long to learn how to like walk in them. And it made him have kind of a different gait in his walk, which he kind of needed to get into the character. So it took a while, I guess, like learning how to walk in heels.
And he was actually excited to play a villain because he's never played a villain before. So.
He really was. So behind the scenes on this movie, I'll talk about a lot of behind the scenes stuff as we go through this, but Warwick Davis was in a really bad place when this movie, when he came across this film. One, he had never played a villain before, which is something he always wanted to do, but he had also just lost his son. So he and his wife had a baby boy, and Warwick Davis and his wife have different kinds of dwarfism. And if you have a baby and it gets both kinds together, double dwarfism, their chances of survival are really low. So that happened with 2 of his children.
Slim to none, sadly.
I mean, it does happen. There's a YouTuber I watch where his daughter has double dwarfism. But it's hard.
The health risks are extremely high.
At any rate, they were grieving the loss of their son. They were, in England, and he remembers a giant script was pushed through his mail slot in his door. And he picks it up and it says Leprechaun. And he's like, what is this? And then he told his wife, he's like, okay, one, it'd be really fun for me to play a villain. But honestly, he's like, I need to get out of this house. I need a different environment. I need a different setting. I think you do too. Let's go to America. Let's go to California where it's warm. Let's film this. Let's take a break from our lives and heal. And just, and they did. And it actually was really good for them. You're actually going to see Warwick Davis's wife later on in the movie. I'll point her out when she shows up.
Nice. Yeah, Ariel, I have met Caroline Williams. Our friend Ronnie actually interviewed her on Horror Addicts. You can go find that. She's really nice.
Yes, Angie, we are watching the first one, and we are at the 3-minute and 22-second mark. So you are shit-faced. Yeah, I love Caroline Williams.
She's in part 3, my favorite sequel.
Yeah,
Well,
this is
with
my
the exception
favorite of the Leprechaun
Returns.
movies, but Leprechaun Returns is probably my favorite sequel.
Yeah, I guess now that the Leprechaun Returns exists, I do like 3 a lot.
We don't judge here, Kevin. You're in your own house. As long as you're safe, you do whatever you want. I got a little champagne here. Aunt says I used to watch that VHS every day when I was around 13. It's such a great introduction to horror for people, whether it be that you're not a horror fan and you kind of want to ease into something that's a little scary but not going to traumatize you. Or for a lot of us, I loved movies that had children in them as main characters.
Right.
So there's a little boy in this. I loved movies like that because it was, like representation. It was like, oh, this kid gets to kick ass and fight Chucky or fight a leprechaun.
And this movie plays out like a live action horror cartoon, so it's really cool.
I think we have watched the Louisa Warren ones, haven't we? You reviewed one of them on your channel.
I reviewed 2 of them, yes. You can go watch those on Horror Addicts. Leprechaun's Game and the Leprechaun's Revenge. There's a fan film called Leprechaun Revenge, and that's a lot better. That won an Oscar this year. Or last year. For last year's. This kid's voice is so creepy.
I think that was David Price's daughter who did that, but I can't remember for sure. It was somebody who worked on the film's daughter.
I'd be so afraid to open it. That gives me some Creepshow vibes right there with the eyes. Oh.
I mean, can you blame him? Is he really any different than Liam Neeson in Taken? Liam Neeson's most prized thing in his life is his daughter.
Yeah.
He will do anything it takes to get his daughter back. All the leprechaun has is his gold. All right, that's his whole world, his family, his best possession, and he needs it to survive.
Kind of.
Daniel.
I mean, he doesn't have it, and he's still alive, so.
Well, he's less than he is. He's a magical being, and a magical being without magic isn't quite the same, is it?
Highly dependent on it.
And the production design here, guys. I mean, just look at this house.
Here's the real villain of the movie.
Seamus. He should be ashamed.
Right? That's creepy. I love it.
Yeah, Tatum, I'm sorry I wasn't live on Sunday. Kim got really sick. So I ended up having some stuff I had to work on. So I was like, oh, we'll just take it off and then we'll do a bonus one when she's feeling better. Plus, I knew I was going to be doing this watch party today. And I'm going to be doing a B Movie Coven watch party here soon. So let me know if there's something you want to watch. We can watch Leprechaun 2 if you want, or 3.
All right. Ooh. From the Clover Patch.
Look, he just tossed his tea. You have to really upset a British person to make them toss their tea. I know he's Irish, but Warwick's English, so I'm gonna go with them.
First movie I think that ever introduced Clover being a bad thing for a leprechaun.
Yeah, you can tell he's having a hard time walking in those shoes.
It does kind of give him like this Muppet brought to life like vibe, and I do like that. It's creepy.
The nails, everything, just the makeup is so good. Gabe Bartellis is really, really talented.
Yes. He brought this.
Gabe Bartellis, I believe he's worked on almost all of the Leprechaun movies. He also recently worked on Army of the Dead. He's done Darkman. He's done so much. Underworld is one that's I guess a bigger one that people know of. I think it looks like
Bad Biology.
Leprechaun 4 was his last one that he worked on.
Basket Case 3?
From Beyond.
Nice. Jason
And
Lives.
he was a assistant on Jason Lives. That's kind of where he learned the trade.
Nice.
But yeah, really talented. And him and Warwick became very good friends. Just, This first movie especially, I can't remember the exact hours, but you can watch it in my video. He was there for a really long time, and they became very good friends. And with each movie, they were able to speed up the process a little bit. But he never changed how he did the makeup. He still put as much work into it. They just found other ways of making it go a little faster. Look at this, guys. This is just like Old Boy. This is Count of Monte Cristo. This is like Les Miserables.
Right.
This is a tragedy. This poor Irish man had all his possessions, I mean, because that's all his possessions, stolen from him, taken to another country. He goes there to get it back, and for his troubles, he's locked in a box for a really long time.
Right. In prison.
It's tragedy. It is a tragedy.
Seamus here is the real villain. Stole his gold and then imprisoned him. I don't recommend him, Patrick.
Oh, no.
But if you want to go check out my videos on him later, go for it.
And I think he might have had her on his channel. I can't remember, though. He didn't do anything. He was just there to get his stuff. You're lucky he didn't go there with like a baseball bat. It was like, where's my gold?
It probably wouldn't have actually killed him anyways. Probably would have just freed him.
This is a tragedy.
It's like Han Solo and Carbonite.
It really is. Sure, Tata. If you want to. Yeah. I need a four-leaf clover.
Country road music about four-leaf clovers. Perfect.
All right, Tatum. With great power comes great responsibility. There's your wrench. I'm trusting you. This is beautiful California here.
Great Jeep.
You can find a lot of these locations. You can go up to the place where the house is that most of the movie is set is also where like Little House on the Prairie was filmed. There's a lot of other things that have been filmed there. The hospital they go to is also a location that's used in Halloween 3.
Right.
But yeah, I'll give you guys some behind the scenes info on how Jennifer Aniston got involved with this film. So Jennifer Aniston auditioned, and she did, she hadn't done anything yet. She was a backup dancer in Mac and Me. That's really all she had done.
She was a lot younger too. So.
And you can barely spot her in it.
Mm-hmm.
But Mark Jones really liked her moxie, the attitude she brought to it. Unfortunately, the casting people really wanted what they called a California girl. They wanted blonde hair, blue eyes, and they were not willing to budge on that. And Mark Jones really liked her. So he's like, oh, can you like color your hair or something? He's like, you know what? No. We'll just tell them you're going to color your hair. Okay. So he's like, no, she's great. We're going to color her hair. It's going to be fine.
So glad they didn't, because like that reddish tinted brown is perfect for like a more Irish, like thing.
A light brown color.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, he never ended up making her color her hair. This tarantula, I have it on good authority from Mark Jones, was not harmed. It looks a little bit like my Pipkin. Like a T-Voggins.
It's hanging out in some random basement in the middle of the desert. But
so if it is a T-Voggins, a Mexican red rump, then they are native to Mexico and can also be found in Florida.
Not where this movie takes place, but...
This is California. There are some native tarantulas, but they don't look quite like that.
But hey, California's not too far from Mexico. Maybe this one just somehow got across the border.
I mean, if you really want to be in film, you're going to have to get your way to Hollywood somehow.
Move to California to make movies. That's everybody's dream, even tarantulas sometimes.
Oh! Patrick says he has not had her. Don't mess with the Cheetah's litter box.
I mean, I wouldn't judge either way. She does make movies. Movies, quotation.
Thanks, Tina.
She's great in this. Can't quite put my nose on it, but her face looks a little different than what I'm used to.
Whatever makes her feel good.
I
Is
know.
a lot of stories about this. So when this first came out, she actually was really proud of it. Yeah, that is a T-Boggins. That's exactly Pipkin.
Good old
Same
Pipkin.
Species.
God's favorite boy.
Tarantulas actually cannot kill you. The most that tarantula would do would be kick butt hairs. I mean, spiky little hairs.
If you, I guess, inhaled them and choked on them, maybe, but...
All right, I'm going to give you guys a timestamp. You ready? We're at 4:31, or 14:32, 14:34, 14:35. I'm going to let you know when we get to 15 minutes.
Oh, her red cell phone. Look at it. This is so 90s.
So ahead of its time, too. A lot of people didn't have them then.
Oh, it's Fake and Bacon. It's the guy.
Okay, 15 minutes. We're at the 15-minute mark.
Oh. Don't ever ask a woman that, man.
This guy, I have to look up his name. I can't remember his name. This guy, Warwick teased a lot with his beautiful feathered hair and stuff. He teased him a lot for being a pretty boy. So that is Ken Olant.
It's been in something else too that I know him from.
He's also in Star Trek: The Next Generation and April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day is what I'm thinking of.
He had to sell his sleeves just to buy that paint. You respect him, woman.
Feel that peck. See that? He scrubbed himself. Now that there's a hot guy working on the house, I want to stay.
But it's not just about the hot guy. She's trying to prove herself. I understand this. As a girl, especially I feel like in the 80s and 90s, if you were ever to do anything quote-unquote girly, like be afraid of a spider or not want to get dirty, people would tease you because apparently being feminine is less than. So he's teased her for being... a little too big city, not wanting to get dirty, not being able to hold her own. And she wants to prove
overreacting.
She wants to prove that she is tougher than she looks.
Little Dennis the Menace here. Wasn't he in the Mr. Bean movie?
I don't think so, being that that's a British film.
No, it's not. The American Bean.
I don't know. I'll look it up. It's Robert High Gorman. He was in a lot of movies when he was a kid. He was in like Rookie of the Year and stuff. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, Forever Young. Or maybe he wasn't in Rookie of the Year. I thought he was. No, he was. He's in Rookie of the Year. Lots of kid stuff.
Yeah. Because you got to be a professional like him. This kid is so mean.
Their friendship is really cute.
I'd say that stuff all the time at that age. I was about the same age when this came out, maybe a little younger.
But yeah, these two are really, I feel like, the heart of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, LA gear. I had LA gear high tops and scrunchy socks too. Live your best life, girl.
Bringing Kool-Aid down. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Ozzy's helping be there for this kid. You know, they don't have parents. It's just him and his brother in this paint business, and they are kind of like a found family.
Is Ozzy there to help with the kid, or is the kid there to help with Ozzy, though?
It's both.
Exactly. They depend on
because
each other.
Ozzy is, you know, the one who spends a lot of time with the kid because his brother has to work.
Yeah.
And so he has this person for companionship and stuff. He has a friend. Otherwise, he'd be all alone.
They watch
but
each other.
But also,
honestly.
the kid looks out for Ozzy. You know, that's where he tells him, like, don't tell stories and stuff because he wants him to be accepted and he wants him to be successful and he worries about him. He wants him to be able to fit in. Hey, Denisha!
What's up?
We are almost at the 20-minute mark here in Leprechaun.
There is a link in the doobly-doo. She has great hair. I'm glad they did not make her blonde, bleach it.
She ended up going blonde all on her own.
Yeah, but I mean, for this movie.
But I mean, it does show a lot of the pressures that were put on girls. You were hired to be a certain look in a lot of films.
Blue Man Group.
I have to say this. Love these characters. Love this movie. They are not great at painting houses. This house looks terrible. The color scheme looks terrible.
Yeah, they miss so many spots.
But yeah, I love these characters. How they're all very different. But
did the dad
they come together?
Did her dad say make it red, white, and blue, like for patriotic reasons or something? Because
I don't know.
It looks awful.
And again, the lighting here is perfect. Just lighting his eyes, just perfect. And the makeup with Gabe Bartalos, he's made it to where War could actually emote, which is really important.
He did such a good job. In fact, you can say what you want about a lot of the sequels. Warwick Davis is always bringing it in the performance-wise, and a lot of it is because of his emotion. His ability to
Ozzy
emote.
reminds me a bit of Danny in that he's got this shirt with paintbrushes all over. If you were a painter, I know you would make sure you had the appropriate shirt.
I guess so.
I love them white overalls. I love Mark Holton. He is just a really great character actor.
Francis.
Also, Teen Wolf 2, I think he's fantastic in that.
Yes. The boxing one.
I love Teen Wolf 2.
It's underrated. For sure. For sure. Get it? For Teen Wolf.
You're hilarious, Danny.
I know. Thank you for admitting that. I know it must be
and just a really nice guy. He's on Instagram.
Red Converse.
That's where I heard from him from, but he's really cool and he posts a lot of cool stuff. Hey, Denisha's been a member for a month. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. She says, hey, Gory B, my sister, you are freaking amazing in and out, and I'm so happy to be a member 1 month. Much love, my sis. Thank you, sis. Right. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the coven.
Appreciate it.
I think Mark Holton does a good job here. Like, he makes it very...
Oh, no.
Mark Holton isn't just defined by, you know, his disability. He is very earnest. The character Ozzy is very earnest.
Oh,
and
yeah. That's why it's broken my heart twice to see him pass away in other movies.
Yeah, he's really connected to that kid, and he's just trying to do the right thing.
Oof.
Potato bug. Jerusalem cricket.
Ugh. Well, you just ate now.
And see, I would be much angrier in that position, but here he is.
Leprechaun. But I mean,
can you hate somebody with that many smile lines? It's from a life well lived. Gonna polish his dang shoes? I've never polished anyone's shoes in my life. You know why? Because I'm a dick. You know who's not a dick? The Leprechaun.
There is a way to, like, encounter the Leprechaun and not get killed.
Yes, DJ, they did.
Honestly, you might as just...
first time I saw a potato bug, Patrick, I was at a
Oh.
friend's house, and we caught it because we thought we discovered a new species. And we're like, it looks like a cootie from the game Cooties.
Oh, it does.
We took it down to the college and everything, and they're like, yeah, it's just a potato bug, a Jerusalem cricket.
They're creepy though. I used to find them a lot, like in the summertime at my mom's backyard.
He's so good.
June beetles too. It was creepy. Inject. Mm. You got a stick. You gotta whack him with a stick. You should take a shillelagh.
Nathan! Yeah, I think it was Pretty Boy is what they used to call him. Warwick. Warwick has a best friend from the UK. Can't remember his name. He's also going to appear in the movie later on. In the same scene with Warwick's wife. But he came down with them while he filmed this movie and hung out with him a lot. So a lot of stuff I learned about Warwick Davis, I learned from Warwick Davis's biography. Shoot, what was that book called? Her dog. Size Matters Not. That is the name of Warwick Davis's biography. A lot of information I got from there. This is actually, I think, a 90s movie, isn't it? Yeah. I think it came out in 1992.
Yeah, early.
Yeah, and there too. Originally it was a Trimark Pictures movie. Trimark, all that stuff I cover in the video. But yeah, now Lionsgate distributes it.
Yeah, there you go.
Before Jennifer did Friends, she actually towards the end of making this movie had auditioned for Friends and stuff and hadn't quite had started with it yet, but that all kind of happened not too long after this.
Yeah.
And at first she was really excited to be in this movie. Like it was her first big movie and she got a lead role in it, so she was really happy about it. A lot of people think that she was like embarrassed of it or anything. Then she went on and she did Friends. The thing with Jennifer Aniston is the way she's put it is it's like looking at baby photos. It's not the movie that she gets embarrassed by. It's, she had her original nose. She was young. She was inexperienced. For her, it's hard for her to watch herself in this.
Yeah.
It's nothing against the movie. She's not embarrassed of the movie. She was very proud and very happy to get this. She remembered calling her family up and oh, by the way, notice all the shots of the shoes. Mark Jones did that intentionally because the Leprechaun loves shoes.
Yeah, not because it's sponsored by Reebok or anything, but
LA Gear.
Yeah. Also, I'm sure her agents might have had something to do with it. Like, okay, you did the horror, that got you in, but let's move away. That's just probably how it is usually in Hollywood.
But yeah, she hadn't watched it for a really long time. And then one of her last boyfriends, he was in Beetlejuice. He was a love interest in that.
Yeah. Okay.
She was dating that guy, and he put it on to kind of torment her, and she watched it, and she's like, oh, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
But I get that. I mean, I've never been in a movie, that's like big like this, and I don't even watch my own streams or my own videos. Like, that's why I like streaming, because I don't have to watch it.
A lot of people like to move
myself.
on. They don't want to get stuck in their old projects.
Erica Stabs for Likes gave us a $2 super chat. Thank you.
That's
It says,
awesome.
love your St. Patty's Day vibe. Beautiful makeup. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Look, the rainbow ended right here at this truck.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think that's one of the themes of this movie that I think is really powerful is that essentially this kid is your ideal hero for this situation, because you need to believe in magic.
Mm-hmm.
You need to embrace that childhood innocence that believes in magic, truly believes in magic, in order to defeat the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it by being an adult or being sophisticated or not, you know, saying those things aren't real.
Yeah, and Fozzie's got that much.
To defeat a leprechaun, you have to believe in leprechauns. You have to believe in magic.
Right. And Ozzy definitely has like a childlike charm to him.
Yeah,
even though he's
that's
an
why
adult.
Ozzy.
They
like,
make together. They make a great one for like you having.
Because this kid is at that preteen age where he's kind of trying to act more adult. He's trying to be more teenage, especially after having lost his parents and the pressure. He's under this pressure to grow up fast, and luckily he has Ozzy, who is still like, "Hey, you're a kid. Be a kid," you know.
But and he's also telling Ozzy.
They're at this transition, and unfortunately, Ozzy's going to stay Ozzy. Yeah. Ozzy's not going to mature beyond how Ozzy is, and this kid is going into being a teenager. And he doesn't want to leave Ozzy behind, but that's why he keeps telling him to change.
Yeah, he wants him
Don't do this. I want
keep up with me.
I don't want us to be apart. But it's Ozzy pulling him back and believing in magic and
being childlike.
Being childlike that saves both of them and makes them the heroes.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, they're the real heroes of the film, I think.
Notice Ozzy swallowed a coin though. That would be disastrous.
I mean, honestly, Kevin, I am Team Leprechaun in this, so yes, just give him back his stuff. But for the kids who, the kid who is in danger here, and Ozzy who is in danger, but even they are a little greedy here. You know, this kid wants to believe that
he doesn't know he's stealing anybody's state, though. Oh yeah, that too. But also, they don't know they're stealing anybody's gold.
Well, no, they think they just found it, but they do know the gold belongs to the leprechaun. That's where they follow the rainbow.
Yeah. Sort of. Aww.
Well, see, that's what I'm talking about here. He wants Ozzy to
get
change with him. Right. He knows his surgery that probably won't, but that's this childhood part of him that's wants to believe, because he doesn't want to leave Ozzy behind and become an adult man, and he's not mature enough himself to realize that he can still have a relationship with him, that they don't have to be the same, and that Ozzy can just be Ozzy.
He also just wants what's best for Ozzy, like even if it isn't quite right.
But ultimately, it doesn't matter what other people think or if they tease and like they have each other. And that's, I think,
But he's not old enough, like you said, to recognize that. In his mind, he wants what's best for Ozzy.
Yeah.
It just might not be exactly the way to go about it.
But what he doesn't realize is Ozzy is what's best for him. Ozzy has the tools that they need to survive this film.
Yes. This movie's good because...
She is terrible at painting. Everyone in this film is terrible at painting.
Leprechaun might as well just paint the damn thing. She'd probably be better at it.
She gets the paint on her arms, but not on her hideous shorts. Say, okay, guys, I know what you're thinking. Hey, Gory, isn't he being a little perv right now? That seems kind of villainous. And to that I say, halt ye, and let me explain. He is not perving on the Aniston. He's perving on the shoes. My boy loves shoes. These are LA freaking Gears. They were like the coolest shoes around until the Air Jordan came out. Can you blame him?
I did scratch her up, though.
Yeah, because she had to freaking jerk the shoe away from him. It's rude. If he just had his gold, he wouldn't even be there.
Right. Well, we all agree Seamus was the villain in this movie. It's a problem, though. It's like, it's a good thing. It's like conflicting, because you're rooting for... You do? Dude, like, your daughter's not, like, 13. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that, like, they didn't make her his love interest like a lot of movies would do, because that's how they age set women with men. I'm glad that they paired her off with someone a little more appropriate for her age. Fortunately, horror movies, not just horror movies, any movie will do that. They'll be like, this guy's like in his 50s.
Leprechaun's just using the tricks of his trade. And right now, it's ventriloquism. Meow. And impersonations. Okay.
And biting.
Who puts their hand into a hole? There's...
Lots of people.
A hole you can't see into? You were asking for something to bite you. Haven't you seen Cujo? That's how you get rabies. Do you want rabies? Because that is how you get rabies. Hmm?
Right? Chomp chomp.
I mean, Cujo was just a big Saint Bernard. You know, he has the intelligence of, what, a 2-year-old child, but this guy is supposed to be a grown man. You
So-
know better, sir.
The movie won't explore this, but from what we know in the third movie, he's going to turn into a were-leprechaun.
Actually, Kevin, one of these days I should do a video on all the Leprechaun sequels that have not come to fruition. When it came to doing Leprechaun in the Hood, it was either that or Leprechaun in, like, the White House. So that was one.
We got Chucky in the
And
White House, though.
Warwick Davis. This isn't an actual.
Love this part.
Oh, I love this part. This isn't an actual official one, but Warwick Davis is trying.
That's just
This
the
here
first
they
vehicle.
sped up the footage because it actually took him forever to ride the trike. This is the same hospital from Halloween 3, guys, where the guy gets
Drink
killed
for
in the
every
beginning.
vehicle. Make this somewhat of an Irish drinking game.
I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
And speeding up the footage.
No, before that.
Oh.
This is an actual store that's also part of a restaurant that's in LA. Here, I love the shot with the shadow.
Liar.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Warwick Davis has always wanted a Leprechaun movie set during the Gold Rush, which I think just writes itself.
Oh, that'd be
Another
cool.
person who really wants to get involved with Leprechaun, and he's begged them online, is Darren Lynn Bozeman, who's famous for doing the Saw movies.
I think the dog needs to be let out. I'll
Okay.
be back.
We should have posted drinking rules. You know what, Kevin?
Every time he says me gold.
I trust you. You are in charge of the drinking game. You can make up the rules. This frickin' guy. Scamming kids. And again, this guy he's taking advantage of a kid. Are we really sad that he's gonna bite it? No, we're not. We're not sad. Hey. Anytime they bounce on a pogo, it's like, yeah, guys, just make up your own rules. I'll follow them. There's a lot of creepy clown stuff in this place. that would probably put someone in the hospital. This frickin' guy. Oh, thank you, Tatum. You don't have to do that. For some people, I think Patreon's more convenient. For some people, YouTube membership is, but certainly don't gotta do both. I have seen the movie Stitches. It's a great Irish film. And I believe that one's also set in St. Patrick's Day, isn't it? That one's got a clown in it. It's really good. Ah, the pogo stick! So right after that last one, Warwick actually fell over. And to make it last a little bit longer, they kind of slowed down the footage there. But look at those guys. Doesn't it look gory as hell? Look at this Gabe Bartalos makeup effects. Ah, I love him cleaning the shoes. It's my absolute favorite. I adore him. I feel like him and Carrie Bradshaw would hang out. There's the roller skates that he's going to end up taking. I haven't seen Welcome to Derry yet. I know I have to see it. I haven't seen it yet, though. I've heard it's really good. My mom likes it. It's a sweet ride. So this cafe here, it's actually attached to the pawn shop we saw earlier. So there, here, I'm going to pause the movie, okay, guys? I'm going to pause the movie. Because I want to pause it so you guys can see some cool cameos here. Plus, we're almost about halfway through anyway. So I'm going to pause it right when they're on screen so you can see them. So go ahead and pause, and I'll let you know what the timestamp is when we start back up. All right, here we are at the cafe. So if you pause the movie right at 38:35, hey Dan, welcome back. Welcome back, Danny, welcome back. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit farther. If you pause the movie at 38:35, you want to get your headphones? The guy in the rainbow hat there is Mark Jones, the director of the movie. Also, the guy who came up with the concept of the film, which I'll tell you guys about in a little bit. Which did. The guy next to him is producer David Price, also just one of his longtime best friends. And if you look behind them, so you can see that there is a light on the wall. Directly below that is Warwick without his makeup on. He really fought to be able to do that. They were worried that people might on VHS pause it and figure it out, but that is Warwick without the makeup on. Right exactly. And there's actually two sconces on the wall. So the one towards the right, there's blinds, and there's a woman taking a drink of something. That's Warwick Davis's wife. Mm-hmm. She was also she had a small part as one of the characters in the village in Willow. Yeah. That's how they met.
She didn't play his wife in the movie, but she was.
She didn't. She was a background actor. Yeah. There was Warwick says that was one of the times where he was surrounded by the most little people ever. So officially the term for people who have dwarfism they like to be called little people, yeah, or LP. And a lot of times they don't see a lot of other little people unless they go to a convention. I have my best friend, her husband and son are little people, and they go to the conventions every year.
And they didn't have to be dressed like space bears that time. So
Ewoks, yes. Yeah. So in Willow, they had a ton of little people, and little people don't often see other little people. Mm-hmm. And so he said when they were making Willow in all those little huts that you see in his village, there was little people boning.
They were getting it on.
They were getting it on. A lot of babies were made during Willow. But he said it was also really hard for him too, because for little people, it's very hard to get a good role. Mm-hmm. Little people often are stunt doubles for children, or they're playing leprechauns or things like that. And I know there are people.
And he was wicked, obviously, and George Lucas really took a shine to him and got Willow. So
we're getting to that. Yeah. But I know there are people like Peter Dinklage who think it's offensive for little people to take roles as like leprechauns and stuff. But for a lot of people, those are the only kind of parts they will get. And Warwick he's always been proud of being the leprechaun because he does get to act and he does get to steal the show. But yeah, originally his first big break was playing Wicket in Return of the Jedi. Warwick Davis's grandma had seen an ad for the next Star Wars movie, which was such a big deal in the 80s. Yeah. And she was like, he should do this because he's just had such a big personality. Mm-hmm. And he loved it. He worked really, really hard. That's how he got the part of Wicket, because they had all these little people in costumes, and they would have to stop and be like, one of the Ewoks fell over again, because they couldn't really see in their bear costumes. And it was tiring. It was hot. And it was tiring, and they were in these costumes, and they all couldn't stand Warwick because he had energy for days. He's just a little kid, and He'd be like, "You guys need a break?" And Warwick would be like, "No, we don't need a break." And they're just like, "Someone get the curd." And then he had so much energy that when they did take breaks, he would put on his roller skates. He's a very good skater, and he would roller skate around the lot. And he actually was under contract with George Lucas. With the Star Wars movies and stuff. And that's why George Lucas is thanked in the credits of this movie, because George Lucas actually allowed him out of his contract in order to film this. They also thanked Al Gore because he expedited Warwick's visa so that he could be in this.
Oh, I thought it was because he invented the internet, but okay.
Oh my gosh, Danny. So we are paused right now at 38:35. We're just taking a little intermission here. I'm going to give you guys a little more background information on the movie. So if you look at the man next to Warwick's wife, which that's the woman who's drinking, that is Warwick's best friend. He talks about him a lot in his book. They've been best friends since they were children, and that was the guy who would make fun of the actor who plays Nathan. So yeah, we got a lot of people in this scene here. But yeah, what I liked is Mark Jones. You know, if you listen to his commentary, he does remember all this stuff. He cared a lot about this movie. Like, he even talks about, there's the stunt double for Jennifer Aniston. She did end up passing away quite young. He remembered her. Like, he was really proud of this, and the way it's filmed, the way it's written, and all that. You can tell a lot of passion went into this. The only reason I can think why people dismiss this as being a movie that's maybe not as good as like Friday the 13th and stuff is just because it has a leprechaun, and that concept alone is
people
silly.
dismiss it just hearing the idea.
But this movie owns the comedy of it. They allow him to be a comedic character. What's really interesting, so Mark Jones has always pushed back against the idea of Leprechaun versus Chucky. The only thing they have in common, he would say, is that they're both little. What he's always wanted was Leprechaun versus Freddy Krueger.
Right.
Because when he was developing the character, originally the Leprechaun wasn't going to talk. It was going to be just, it wasn't going to have a lot of personality. And then he saw Nightmare on Elm Street, and he saw how much personality Freddy had. And he was like, wow, I can really, you know, I can really do this with my character. So,
the people who made Freddy versus Jason, they at one point pitched Leprechaun versus Chucky, but they never made a screenplay for it. They just pitched the idea. It got shut down.
Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin is a really good movie. So, yeah, this movie, I think it's really good. I think it's well shot. I think a lot of passion went into it. Like I said, Gabe Bartelo's fantastic makeup artist. Yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. So if you guys want to catch up, it's funny because there's ketchup on screen. We're at 38:35. I also can't remember every single thing about the behind the scenes on this, but if you would like to visit past me, who does remember everything because she had a script, you can check out my deep dive on Leprechaun, and there's a lot in there. Actually, I might have gotten that backwards. I know Don Mancini was inspired by Freddy Krueger for Chucky, but I feel like I heard Mark Jones was too. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me. Go watch the deep dive.
Yeah. You had it all fresh in your brain.
Yeah, I had it all fresh in my brain. I probably should have refreshed before we did this, but originally this was just going to be a members only stream, and I decided I really wanted to remember Mark Jones with you guys and celebrate this film with everybody. Maybe we'll do Rumpelstiltskin or Leprechaun 2 for the members only. So if you're a member of the channel, let me know. Tatum, if you want to help me out and put up a poll and ask people if they'd rather watch Rumpelstiltskin or Leprechaun 2 for the members only stream, that would be super awesome. If not, I'll just keep an eye on the chat. All right. But yeah, there's Mark Holton, or not Mark Holton. Mark Holton's Ozzy. There's Mark Jones, the director, in the rainbow hat. So cheers to you.
Oh yeah.
Just really, really awesome guy. Thank you. And David Price.
Feel like I...
Hey Paula, you're just in time. We were taking an intermission during Leprechaun. There is a link in the description below. It is pinned in the chat. And we're at the 38 minutes and 35 second mark.
So if you want to join us, go ahead and find yourself there.
I feel like there were some more important people in the scene here too. Oh yeah. So do you guys see across the table from the woman who's taking a drink, the guy with the hat? That's Gabe Bartalis, the makeup artist.
Yeah, there you go. He did a great job.
That's a good plan there, Kevin.
I feel like the Leprechaun always looks good, and even in the sequels, but especially good in this one.
Looks really great.
But I feel like he did a great job of keeping, like, even if the effects and maybe the, like, other stuff didn't look quite as good, the sets in the other sequels worked. It's always looked great, and it was because of him.
I'm not the... There's a lot of things I like about Leprechaun 2. It's not one of my favorite sequels, just because the production value has gone way down, and I don't think having a low budget is an excuse for poor production values. I think really scrappy filmmakers are able to figure it out.
Yeah.
This movie looks fantastic. The stone looks like stone, whereas you watch Leprechaun 2, their set, it looks like foam.
I kind of hate to say it, but I realize why 3 doesn't go into theaters, because when you see 2.
Yeah, 2 came out in theaters. It had a lower budget, and it was kind of a test, and it just didn't do very well, and so it's not ever been in theaters since then. Not even Returns was in theaters.
Yeah. Clint Howard got a paycheck, though, so.
Here.
I like to.
I'll put a poll for you guys in the chat. All right, here we go. Hey, oh wait, I was gonna give away memberships. Remember?
Give away some memberships.
You're supposed to remind me stuff, man.
You didn't tell me this. I was probably off doing
I know
dog
you
duty.
guys think I'm terrible to Danny, but I'm actually really nice to him.
No, you guys are right.
No, Danny is my best friend. We don't get super mushy, but I'm my best friend. I love you. Which movie for B Movie Coven movie night? I love our B Movie Coven nights because as I feel like maybe I reveal too much on my streams as it is, but definitely B Movie Coven, like we just let it all hang out. We just have a really good time. We have a game night every month. We have a game night every month, and we have a movie night, and yeah, that's where we just let it get weird.
You get a little extra when you pay to be a member.
You get a little extra. If you don't want that, I don't blame you.
That's fine.
And
you know who did
but we're gonna have the movie night within the next week or two, so that's why I'm putting Leprechaun 2 here. If you wanted to watch another Leprechaun movie, because it'll still be within the month of March. Is there anything else I should put on here for the poll?
No.
All right.
Outside of us, of course, Rumpelstiltskin had a really good review by Witch Finger Horror.
Witch Finger Horror is awesome. Tell them a little bit about that.
Unfortunately, they're not really together anymore because Morgan's back on tour and making more music with Kitty. And,
all right.
But go check out their
I just saw Kevin's. Sorry, that's just me clearing my throat. I saw Kevin's thing. That came. Phrasing. I saw Kevin's suggestion. Which movie?
Kevin, keep your thing in your pants, buddy.
Daniel, shut up! You're embarrassing us. Should we watch on? All right, B Movie Coven movie night. So BMC is for B Movie Coven. That's what I call my channel members and Patreons. So we're gonna put on Rumpelstiltskin. We're gonna put on Leprechaun 2.
Dos.
And what were Kevin's suggestions?
Maniac Cop?
No. Stitches, which is a great Irish clown film. Really good effects. Or Cheerleader Camp. I actually have never seen that.
Does that have anything to do with St. Patrick's Day?
I don't know.
Maniac Cop does.
Fine, Daniel. I have to remove one. I guess.
No. Just go with those ones
then. Okay, I'm gonna give him Stitches, and I'll put down Maniac Cop for you. Okay. Maniac Cop or Grabbers? Would you rather Maniac Cop or Grabbers?
Maniac Cop.
All right, Daniel.
Tom Atkins, man.
Bruce Campbell.
I know. You just sweetened the pot. I don't. Was that an argument? It's just like I'm gonna mention why it's even better.
All right, we've got our poll up now, and I'm going to give away some memberships. So do make sure in your YouTube settings that you have it set up to where you can receive gifted memberships. And yeah, I give them out twice a month. That way you can kind of test it out. You can see like, hey, do I like movie nights? Do I like game nights? Is it something that's worth my $3 a month? All of my big rewards are available even for my smallest tier, the $3 one. Everything else is more just like if you want to support the channel. But
we highly
I appreciate any support. I appreciate people just watching the channel. Like,
exactly.
the fact that you're willing to listen to me talk about movies is pretty rad.
Like, I put bonuses out for Horror Addicts members, but if you're just subscribed and watch, I'm happy.
Tatum, I reposted the poll because I added more options. So it is up there now. So do check out the poll. And I'm going to give away some memberships. Already?
Yeah.
You going to count it down for me?
3, 2, 1.
Here's some memberships.
I actually uploaded a video for members only on Horror Addicts today. So,
yeah.
The bonus videos, like the outtakes of my Leprechauns game.
All right. Disney Lover got one. Destination Station. Luis May Cry got one.
Nice.
Oh, Talk Usage got one. And The Destroyer. Damn. I'm happy for you guys, but I was hoping Ariel will go in. Awesome. Yay, Destin. I need to have Destin on the show here. He just released a short film and I want to talk to him about it.
Yeah. The Bitter Wolf wants us sometime soon, so.
Dude, that's super rad. I'm going to go on there. Bitter Wolf was on the Oscars.
Yeah, check out the Bitter Wolf's channel.
All right,
hopefully we'll be on there soon.
We're going to get back to the movie. So we are at 38 minutes and 35 seconds. I'm going to count it down. This is a drill. 1, 2, 3, and play. Okay, you ready? This is for real. 1, 2, 3, and play.
Hobgoblins.
This 4-leaf clover song, man. Yeah, pretty much everybody who's in this cafe was working on the movie. I can't remember exactly who everyone is, but this cafe was closed. And
Jennifer Aniston's face, though, makes it look like being in a cafe is hell.
Dude, she's been there a day. She's had her badassness tested. She found a tarantula.
That's cool, though, right?
Yes, but she's afraid of tarantulas.
No.
And her dad's in the hospital. That's her only family here.
The little power wheel.
Pow, pow, power wheels.
I love how they painted it just so like they could use it.
There's a really great video by Sean Clark where he visits all of the locations in this movie that you gotta check out. I think there's also I remember one of the
vehicle drink.
One of the blogs posted this too. Maybe that's where I got it from. I don't remember. I think Sean Clark
He's got the pogo stick in the back.
Yeah, he got the skates too.
Yeah.
They set that up. Everything he uses later on, he got from that shop.
I love that is all I'm pointing out.
Look at the shoes, guys. See, that's what tells you everything you need to know. A drink
too. Every time there's a close-up on a shoe.
Yes. Who's the hero of the movie? Well, the movie tells us who to root for. And the movie is showing us shoes, things that the leprechaun loves. The movie is telling us he's the hero.
Anti-hero, if anything, but still. Oh.
Who does that? Police brutality.
I mean, he thinks it's a kid, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Why would you do that to, like, intimidate a child?
How good his teeth look.
Or even a little person. It's just rude as fuck.
Rude. Ah! Get him. He just tosses it.
Damn near ripped his face off, like in Primate.
That actually looks pretty good.
That doesn't look good. It looks like...
I'm really hungry right now. It looks really good.
It looks like ice cream.
I did that once. We love April Fool's Day in our house, and our son's favorite holiday is April Fool's Day, but he hates being pranked. Yeah, and one year I was like, Laws, I made you an ice cream sundae, and I took mashed potatoes and I put sprinkles and hot fudge and all that stuff and a cherry.
We got my cousin Jess to even take a bite of his just to like trick him. Like
he was so mad. He loves a joke, but he does not like you messing with his treats.
I love how you had little brown paper E's you pulled out of the
I was
oven.
like, lols, I made you brownies, and I pulled it out of the oven, and it was just brown paper E's.
Construction shaped E's.
He's like a little werewolf in this scene.
Yeah.
I love this setting too. Like, this is not a set. This is the woods.
Well, like we were saying, her dad should be technically turning into a leprechaun at this point.
He really should be. Which happens in part 2. That's
three.
one of the things. Three. God, 3 is great. Now, 2's got Clint Howard in it.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's just...
It's not as good as this.
I can see why 3
Look at that cool shot of him in the background. You know what movie stole that shot? The freaking Wolfman remake with Benicio del Toro. You're cribbing shots from Leprechaun, you little fucker.
Right.
Man, guys, I'm telling you. You heard it here first. Fucked with the wrong leprechaun, dude.
Dude, just stay put.
Is that?
I bet he's really wishing that baton was made out of iron right now. Because basically, I'm assuming it's steel, and steel doesn't do shit.
Tatum wants to know how I made the home set green. So I rent, so I wasn't able to paint or anything, so I just put up a lot of lights. So I have multicolored lights, string lights, that I can make whatever color I want.
Yeah.
And then I have colored light bulbs that I can make any color I want. And then the lights above my tarantulas, I can make any color I want. So, I just get out the little remote and
or
settle.
Tell what's her butt to change the colors.
Uh-oh. He knows. He knows he is tangoed with the wrong guy. Don't underestimate leprechauns, my guys.
He fought the leprechaun, and the leprechaun won. He just throws his one weapon.
Why would you do that? Look how cute he is. See, this is what I love about the leprechaun.
It's a game, man.
He had everything that was important to him stolen.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a foreign country. He is in a foreign time. He has not a friend here, but he's still having a great time.
And this guy was an abuse
He's
of
still
power.
laughing.
Yes. He was a jerk. He kicked his car. There's no reason for any of that.
Nope.
You can meet the leprechaun and not die. Especially like Leprechaun in the Hood showed that especially.
Exactly.
It's just you kind of need to know how to like
honestly, the leprechaun's pretty
chill,
innocent. Especially if you have something that he's interested in, like gold or a cool technology thing,
pot,
weed. He's down to hang out with you, as long as you didn't take his gold, and especially if you said you were willing to help him. I think he'd hang out.
Yeah,
he's not a bad guy, guys.
But when you oppose him, he snaps your ass neck.
I'm the same way, so probably.
He plays with your broken neck head.
Leprechaun doesn't have family or anything.
Oh, that looks so gross.
All he has is his gold.
Oh, that's meatloaf? That doesn't even look like meatloaf. That looks like potatoes and gravy. I mean, I like cut up dead cow. Oh.
Uh-oh.
He's vegetarian. But it really just looked like potatoes and gravy.
Took off her shoe.
Yeah. Leather.
It's an LA gear, dude. Don't freaking take her LA. I had a pair of LA gears.
LA gear is still made from cow.
I know. I'm not a vegetarian.
Right. Over down at the place.
Oh, very cool. I love Ginger Snaps. Actually, Emily Perkins, who's in that movie, is going to make Crypticon Seattle.
I'm going to cosplay as her. Yay.
So cool.
You should do Ginger.
We'll see.
Say in the comments you want her to cosplay as Ginger.
It depends on what I have to do that day.
I'm cosplaying as Bridget.
So, here is where one of the biggest urban myths of this movie comes about.
Right here, Lucky Clovers.
A lot of people think, and this is all false, a lot of people think that originally they had a box of Lucky Charms here. I mean, they have Rice Krispies there.
I'm
right?
assuming that's what they
Raisin
put in that
Bran.
box, though.
Originally, a lot of people think that there was a box of Lucky Charms, and then Lucky Charms got mad and insisted that their cereal be taken out of the film, and they had to reshoot the scene, and that is why at the end the kid says, "Fuck you, Lucky Charms,"
and spits out the cereal.
That is not true. That
there.
never happened.
Right.
They put that on there because he's spitting out the cereal. It's a bad look, and they didn't want to get in trouble with Lucky Charms.
Yeah,
so
but that was all from the beginning,
like
you said. Like that was the plan from the beginning.
Never ever had an issue with it.
I mean,
I love this. This is my favorite part where he polishes all the shoes. This makes my heart grow 3 times bigger.
Fairy do as a fairy do. That's like a good old Joe Bob boot right there.
Oh! Look at it. He's not, I mean, I don't think he's doing the best job.
Spit shine.
Look at the little pumps.
I'd wear those.
I just wish that he could be a cobbler or work in a Payless. I worked in a Payless. You know, I think I want to see him live his best life. I want him to have his gold and work in like a shoe shop or do something.
And
with
married
shoes.
to the evilest space princess he can find.
Oh gosh, he loves him a space princess.
Yeah, especially an evil space princess.
That fucking kid.
That kid was so mean.
That kid is you now.
I related. Like,
that is you now.
Like, I was already like this kid, but I was even more like this kid after watching this movie. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna double down and be exactly more like that kid. Really?
A bear
The
came
bear
in
ate some
and
cereal and spit it out.
polished your shoes.
Right? Hey, boo boo.
And okay, guys, pay attention. So, who's the one person who knows what's up? Now, they say if you read like Kara Clover's work and stuff, the final girl is the person who notices what nobody else notices. Who is the one person who realizes that this is the work of a leprechaun?
Well, the one person who's actually met the leprechaun, to be fair, though.
Yeah, but also the final girl usually sees the killer before anyone else does, like Laurie Strode at Halloween, because they're paying attention.
Yeah. Though I'd say in some of the Friday the 13th, like they didn't see the killer first.
It's not every single movie. I'm just saying in this movie, it does fit what Kara Clover described when she described the final girl. Right. So Ozzy is our final person.
He's our final guy.
Uh-oh. Did you ever have a little bell on your bike when you were a kid?
No.
Did you ever put like a playing card in the spokes?
Yes.
Did you ever have those little beads on the spokes that would go up and down and make a lot of noise?
No. My sister had the bell and the beads.
I had a little pink battery-powered radio too, and it'd play like my jams, which were like Michael Jackson and Madonna and like right around the neighborhood. So I was cool, dude.
I did have the trading card. I think it was like a Spider-Man trading card though. I didn't want to use a baseball one. It's like the Spider-Man one I had like 3 of.
And I feel like Nathan's deal here, the reason why he keeps teasing her is I feel like he thinks some big city girl like her like wouldn't be interested in him. So he keeps teasing her. Like he's kind of like pushing her away instead of like
playfully rejecting her before she rejects him.
Yeah,
but also hoping that she doesn't reject him. Like
look who's got some kick-ass Reeboks on with the air pump. I never understood the whole air pump thing.
So like striped shirt just makes me think of my buddy and me.
He really does. He does look like a My Buddy doll.
Yes, he looks like a My Buddy doll.
Whatever happened to that guy? He was in so much stuff when we were kids.
Child's Play made people not want to buy the My Buddy doll because even though it's technically not my buddy, it's close enough. What? It
look
made
how good
noise.
Those cobwebs look too in the scene.
It's a haunted bell. Woo. We need to go see that Whistle movie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Or we need to see it as soon as we can. It's not in theaters anymore. Whoa.
It's such a Scooby-Doo moment.
Right.
This whole scene's fantastic. Nathan, be careful.
This set also just kind of reminds me of Tremors, and it came out around the same time as Tremors. And it, not to spoil too much, but there's a lot of survivors like in Tremors. I don't know, just I love both movies, and they kind of were around the same time.
Yeah, Tremors is another one that I think is much better than people give it credit for.
And I kid when I call this guy fake and bacon, but you know.
How long have we been together? We went on our first date New Year's Eve in 2010. And
technically 2009, the very last day of 2009.
Okay, I'm gonna go 2010, honey.
Yes.
And so it's 2026 now, so it's been 16 years, and we got married on October 13th in 2012. Mm-hmm. So this will be our 14th year married, right?
If you're paying very close attention, you can tell when there's a stunt double Leprechaun, though.
Ah, his little hatchet! Oh. So you can see here the stunt double is a lot taller and leggier than Warwick.
He circled around him. You could tell that was a stunt double.
There's a few different stunt doubles. One of them was another little person who's also in Me, Myself, and Irene.
Just happens to have longer legs,
and
though.
I mentioned them all in my behind the scenes video. Yeah. He didn't do that one. He did different parts. He did a part where he gets pulled.
Yeah.
And there's two different stunt doubles here.
It's one that has definitely longer legs. This is like a hate crime, though. I feel bad.
The sound effect they used to, ooh, it's like from a video game.
Let's kick Lucky Charms' ass, everybody.
It's so mean. This reminds me of Monster Squad.
Yeah, he writes a crayon letter to the army. Mummy was in my
there's some fun stuff here. The sheriff guy, he was also in the Stand miniseries. There's David Price again in the background. Remember, he was in the restaurant scene. That's the producer.
Yeah, with the hat. It's right there.
Yeah, he's just in the background. And if you look at the wanted posters, those are all people who made the movie. So if you pause it and look at those, you'll see like Mark Jones, David Price, everybody who worked on the movie.
I would have loved to have been on this movie. It just seemed like it was such a fun thing to do. The green blood.
That's actually one where the stunt double got hurt because they had to yank him back really hard.
Yeah.
That was the guy from Me, Myself, and Irene. He got hurt.
It's a standard stunt, but it can be painful.
It's tricky, especially because they're not used to working with people of that size, and so different rules apply. When
Kane Hodder's done that stunt several times. He's said he's been injured a couple.
You can get whiplash.
Yeah,
what's our secret? I think honestly the secret is to marry your best friend, and I truly say the couple that watches horror together stays together. The fact that we have something that we both really love and are passionate about that we can enjoy, and I think that would be.
We're not the only example. If you go through HorrorTube, you'll find a bunch of couples.
The horror couple, they're fantastic.
Couple. Our Life in Horror,
Sledgehammer Horror.
Yep. There's several. Obviously Dead West and Mandy from Screaming Soup.
Yeah.
Just. Horror couples
Night
are
and
good
Coriander.
People. Yep, they're good people. I mean, if you don't like horror, then don't find yourself a horror-loving person. So specifically, but
of course I did. I love him so much. Ozzy, you didn't tell me it was a leprechaun. Of course I did.
Oh, they're not coming, Ozzy.
I love him.
So in Monster Squad, they totally did come when that kid wrote a
But everybody in this movie, nobody's phoning it in. Nobody's like, oh, this is just my stepping stone movie until I get my big break. Everyone's doing a great job. And that was one thing, too, Mark Jones said about Jennifer Aniston. And you'll hear this in the commentary. He just knew. And there's a really cute picture I've seen of him sitting on the porch with her. He just knew. That's why he fought for her. He knew she had that special something.
Yeah.
He knew. He's like, you could just tell. She'd never done a movie before, but he's like, she had presence. And that is why I fought for her.
Right.
Yeah. So he believed in her before she got her big break.
Right. Like how Samara Weaving, like Joe Lynch says that about all the time. He's like, I'm so glad everybody knows how great she is now. But I saw that before that. So like she's in The Babysitter and Mayhem.
But I think that matters. The people who believed in you before you became a big star.
I agree. And I just love how like 90s and 80s horror movies, like it was people telling a great story. I'm not saying there isn't that still, and I'm not saying there wasn't exceptions then too, but it just felt like in the early 2000s and DVD became a thing, it was just a lot of cash grab horror movies.
I miss a lot of actual locations, which this
Oh,
movie is all
yes.
real locations. It's not
Mhm.
done on a set at all. It
Right.
does make a difference, and especially if you don't have a budget to make a big set, use a real location. It makes all the difference in the world.
And I know it's a way of saving movies, but most horror movies nowadays are all in one spot, like the entire thing. Like I haven't even seen Undertone yet, but I know that it all takes place in that.
I
Girl's
love this
house.
part too. The freaking kid. See, that's what I'm talking about here. Like, they really worked on these characters. Alex, you can tell he's got a lot of pressure on him, more so than a lot of kids his age.
Oh yeah.
The car stalls, and it's his job to go check it. What kid his age has to do that?
Why do
well,
all
Tommy Jarvis too,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
But again, Tommy, like, he's lost his dad. He's kind of trying to become the man of the house in Friday the 13th Part 4.
Oh,
and in this, it's Alex's job to keep this car running. They all have to do their part.
I love that. I love the cables in his mouth. It looks genuinely
And
creepy.
I think that's why Alex is so hard on him. Because like I said, I think he's worried that he's going to grow up or outgrow Ozzy.
But I love how all three adults sent the kid out there to do that.
Yes, but it's awesome. But it also shows that they believe in him, and that's something we had in the 80s and 90s. We had kick-ass kid characters, Monster Squad. I mean, we should do a
Little
top
monsters.
10. Little Monsters, Danielle Harris and Halloween, Tommy Jarvis. So many badass kids. I mean, we had final kids in the 80s and 90s. And this kid was one of them. That's one of the things I loved about this movie.
Not so much
because as a kid, I mean, I especially loved like any girls I liked, which is I think why I like horror so much, because you have the final girl. But I loved anything that had a main character who was a kid, or like Drew Barrymore in Cat's Eye or in Firestarter, anything like that. And it's really only in horror that you see kids kick some serious ass. Horror and comedy, like Home Alone.
Oh, new vehicle. He modified his.
Yes, and I think that's why we all love Home Alone too, because you get to see one of us, a kid. I was a kid at the time, defending his own.
Modified his go-kart now.
Yes,
to the point where he can push a truck over. I don't know how, but
and this is a real truck, and they really did this. Like,
that's another thing I miss.
You
about
don't
the 80s
have
and
the
90s.
money to do effects, and you just gotta do it.
Killer Clowns, just the Blues Brothers, cars rolling over was so cool back in the day. Now
I can't remember the name of the stunt double, but they did a pretty good job of making sure everyone's safe. The only real injury they had was Jennifer Aniston's stunt double. I think broke her ankle during a scene that hasn't happened yet.
And the kind of mild whiplash the one little person received.
And in this scene with the car, there was a small injury, but for the most part, pretty uneventful as far as injuries go. They tried really hard to keep it. Their shoes.
I thank
this
them for their sacrifice.
Here, when he's chasing after them, it just reminds me of Scooby-Doo. So if you love Scooby-Doo, I think you gotta give Leprechaun a chance, right?
Also, once again, reminds me of Tremors, like the whole point of view, and they're on the ground and they're like running.
Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2 right there.
Evil Dead 2, right?
That hand was always evil.
Or the movie House.
Right, yes, a good movie as well.
Such a good. If you guys haven't seen House, oh my gosh.
Another part of my childhood.
And I'm keeping the poll up for you guys, so please vote on the movie you want to watch for our B Movie Kevin Movie Night. Yeah. I'm going to end it at the end of the movie.
Kind of
looks like Rumpelstiltskin's
a little unexpected for me here, but I do like that movie. It is very much underrated. No one
it's
talks
another
about
Mark Jones movie, and so it would mean a lot to me. Because like I said, honestly, guys, I assume a lot of directors like don't have time for their fans and are not the most personable people. I generally just assume any Hollywood bigwig types are probably dicks.
Outside of Charles,
he absolutely wasn't a sweet person.
He was. And outside of the movies I've reviewed, other than Charles Band, most of the people who were filmmakers, it was usually for a review I was not very positive about.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, how dare you talk shit about my movie?
There's a great quote, and I can't remember who said it, but you can tell the quality of a person's character by how they treat people they have nothing to gain from.
Right.
And I think that's why that meant so much to me, that Mark Jones reached out to me with my review, because he had nothing to gain from me. I was a tiny YouTuber. I didn't even have 2,000 subscribers at the time. I still don't even have 3,000.
You just really appreciated that you took time to appreciate his art.
Yeah.
You made your own art doing so.
This guy's a good character actor.
Yeah, he is.
Look at that voice acting.
That reminds me of little bit of Return of the Living Dead. Send more.
This is why
paramedics,
whenever I
send
would
more
see those
cops.
commercials for 900 numbers in the 90s, I'd always picture the Leprechaun on the other end.
They had one of those for Jason Voorhees, and he doesn't even talk.
I remember I'd stay up watching TNT or USA, and they'd be like, "Call 1-900." It was that. It was
Yeah.
sex numbers, or it was psychics.
Lots of sex numbers, psychics.
Yeah.
But there was some old horror ones too. Like, you want to hear a scary joke, kids? Call right now. We'll tell you some scary jokes. They had one for Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. They're like, you want to talk to Freddy, kids? Jason.
We are at the 1 hour, 1 minute, and
2 minutes.
2 minute mark.
Yes. It's a Leprechaun
I think this is
lady.
a really important moment here because she's somebody who's a young, adult. She's a teenager. And she's trying to make sense of this. She's out of her element. She's in the, in the boonies. And she's not prepared she's not prepared to deal with a magical creature.
Where they have information about the gold.
DJ, I have seen Night of the Creeps and The Live Action in both those movies, and I think they're fantastic. See, to me, that doesn't make sense. I think he does want to believe. Like, he knows in his heart that there's not an operation that would change Ozzy.
He has this pressure to grow up fast to take care of Ozzy.
Like I said, I think he's also afraid of maturing past Ozzy.
Yeah. And sometimes you have to grow up faster than you're supposed to. Like
yeah. Well, Ozzy's not going to change. Like I said,
exactly.
Ozzy is an adult. That's how Ozzy is.
Exactly.
And I think he's worried he's going to change and they won't be friends anymore.
But he also feels the pressure.
Dude, look at what a badass! That is a Ripley moment if I ever saw one.
Right, Sarah Connor shit right
there. Yes.
Bite your ear.
This is where she really starts to step up because she is allowing herself to believe in a magical creature, in a leprechaun, even though everything she knows tells her that is not possible.
Well, once there was gold involved, information she had withheld from her. Those shoes.
I loved those double laces you had on the LA gear.
That would be a great cosplay, honestly.
Good luck finding those shorts. I think you'd have to make them.
Right? You have to travel right back to the 90s to get them. I mean, they might even be 80 shorts. This came out in 92.
Of course they have a well.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? House out in the middle of nowhere. Of course it has a well. It still seems to have indoor plumbing, thankfully. That's what's most important.
And I didn't mention it, but the deputy who was in the last scene, he sadly passed away very young. As another person, Mark Jones, he remembers everybody who's in this movie.
Right.
And he mentions all the people that passed away and tell their stories. And I think it's really special. People who remember.
He's got his gold. He's willing to, let bygones be bygones and move on.
Such a great quote. He is fantastic in this.
He didn't even taste it. Gave her a kiss, though. She has a shotgun all of a sudden.
She's wearing red. Of course he had to kiss her.
Right? I don't think this actually is on St. Patrick's Day, though.
I would have been disappointed that there wasn't chocolate instead.
I like me chocolate coins.
Tatum wants to know if you think Stu is alive in Scream 7.
I'm on the Stu Chew.
Stu Chew!
Yes, I think he is, and they better not mess it up.
By the way, on if you can Google it, Craven Something Scary's merch channel, or go to his channel and go to the link there.
You helped out with some of the art on some of
He's got some great Stu Chew merch.
Yeah. Stu Train, be all aboard.
I love this, him counting every little piece. But that's me with my Pogs in the 90s.
Right?
I would know if there was a Pog missing.
Exactly. I know exactly how he was. If he would have found all coins, they would not be killed. He would
he would be done. He has... He goes a little Liam Neeson when people take his gold, but
He's
it's
obsessive.
a affront to him.
He's unhealthily obsessive.
He polished their shoes. He came to this freaking country.
There's
what's his gold? It's what's his.
Like I said, he
was in prison for 10 years.
In a box, yeah. And the first thing he got to eat out of that was a potato bug, and it comes out of the refrigerator.
Oh, this gets so Looney Tunes right here.
Very Evil Dead 2-ish right there too.
I'm Looney Tunes, which is also
yeah.
Oh, Tatum, you're so sweet. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You're beautiful. Oh, I love this whole sequence with the cupboards, the skateboard.
Yeah, I don't know how I can't really enjoy this. This is great. Oh.
I feel like Nathan is like Elmer Fudd in this scene.
It's Leprechaun season. Store number 3 always has a great prize.
He got him by the Nathans.
Grab him by the bacon.
Get him by the dong. He does look like Kevin Bacon, though.
Yeah, I tease, but it's because this came out around the same time.
Nathan is so useless. See, that's the thing in this story. Being the cool guy with the great hair and the gun doesn't mean shit.
You get honked on the willy.
Doesn't mean anything. The leprechaun literally grabbed him by the dong and it was like, nope, not in this movie, dude. You gotta believe in magic. You gotta have that childlike spirit to defeat the leprechaun.
Ho, ho, ho. Leprechaun meets Santa. That would have been good.
Yeah,
Goldberg
right?
Santa, especially.
Yes.
Goldberg Santa.
That's what we need. We need like a conglomeration of holiday killers, like Krampus, Santa.
Horror holiday movie, a killer Easter bunny.
Oh my gosh, that was so terrifying.
But just throw them all in there in one movie where it's just
Oh.
all the holiday characters are coming after you. Tooth Fairy, maybe. Valentine's Day.
His green blood.
Cupid.
I love his little waistcoat.
Poke him. Of course he is. This came out before Scream. I'll give it a pass. If Scream had happened at this point, they would.
I love this part with the skateboard.
Another vehicle coming up.
Oh my! I'm out of champagne. Sorry.
I got one more sip. Yeah, come on, NECA. Give us the leprechaun.
Tatum, you are very beautiful. Very beautiful. I will say, as somebody who's pan, I don't really judge people by their exterior appearance. It's about who you are inside, and that's what makes you beautiful. So, I love it. I love it. Ah, he's so cute.
Yeah.
He's just got such a Roger Rabbit-ness to him.
Cowabunga, dudes.
That's my guy. Kevin says, most directors definitely aren't that accessible to the public either. For the Oscars, Ryan Coogler doesn't have any social media, but I contacted the agency that represents him and his production company, but of course didn't hear back from either. And, you know, that's
fine.
He might not check. Honestly, again, small YouTuber, I just saw an email or message on my Facebook that I hadn't noticed for months. So maybe they'll catch it later.
And it's...
it never hurts to ask because you'll be surprised by the yeses you do get.
Exactly. That's how we got Rhonda Shear that year.
Yeah, you'll be surprised.
And that's how, people like Barbara Crampton are extremely, excited to get an Oscar. It makes me happier when they do, but it's not rigged. It's for whoever wins it.
Surprise!
Oh.
Oh,
Took one on the chin. You are my girlfriend now.
Oh, you're welcome, Tatum. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Random Coke and Sprite products just sitting on the fridge.
I love that, watching old... I love watching my old recorded tapes with the actual commercials, but I do love watching old shows like this where you would see the products how they used to look back in the
Oh
day.
yeah, they looked a
And
lot
it's never
different.
accidental. You know, they gotta.
Oh yeah, like I said, those Coke and Sprites were there
It's
perfectly.
aligned up there perfect. Look
It
at the
is my
creepy
strong
little
hand.
hand.
My girlfriend now. Nancy.
I feel like this is how the guys in Taken should have been. Just give him his daughter.
Right?
Mark
Which-
Fulton's got a great chin. Should I have one of those like
Go to the
distinguished
toilet.
clefts in my chin?
Right? Go to the toilet, my friend.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. So Ozzy swallowed that last coin.
That's why he's mad.
That's never resolved in this movie.
That's why
He ends this movie with that in his gut. He's lucky he didn't get lead poisoning.
You think as soon as this movie was over, he'd go to the doctor and have it removed?
Old man Grady. That's such a Scooby-Doo
Right.
thing to say.
Right.
But yeah, that coin, it turns up again in Leprechaun Returns. Ooh, Leprechaun Returns would have been a good one. Oh, well, I didn't put it on the poll.
It's alright.
Pipkin's out. Taking a
The
look at
actual
everybody.
sequel to this. And then Revenge is a family
And my
sequel to
millipedes,
this.
pickles, and butts are out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys care about my pets, but there they are. My dogs.
Pickles and butts.
There's so many animals in here. That's my millipede. My ivory millipedes are named Pickles and Butts.
The box of shoes. But I love how the woman gets to hold the gun. Like, she's badass. Like,
The woman gets to hold the gun.
exactly. Most movies wouldn't do that. That's what I'm saying. It's
Because
cool.
he's injured, man.
Exactly. But
Plus, and that's one thing too. They said they had to train. She'd never held a gun before. Jennifer Aniston, Mark Jones said they had to kind of train her and once they taught her, she got it.
mhm.
And he said all her blocking for the action scenes, she was just a natural.
She was.
She'd never done anything before.
But I also feel like they wrote her well too. Like
Yeah.
it's a mix. It's like she did an amazing job, but they also treated her well with her character. A lot of horror movies, as much sadly, they might have just made her a ditzy character that did.
Look
jack
at him!
shit.
They're taking advantage.
But I mean, at least there's shoes,
Aww.
and she gets to go on this cool side quest.
He's so bewildered. I am a pet whisperer. I have dubia roaches, tarantulas, jumping spiders, a grass spider, a velvet spider, dogs, a cat, a scorpion.
Yeah, got a scorpion named Sally Mae.
Sally Mae. We have a lot of pets.
Bunch of millipedes.
A teenager. Tatum says, I'd cancel everything if I could work Ronnie and
Roller
be here with
skates.
you every stream. I'm just happy when you're here. So Warwick was really unhappy with this because it was hard skating. That too, the silhouette there was very Looney Tunes. It was
Yes.
hard skating on the gravel, and he's very proud of his roller skating ability. He's actually very, very skilled at skating, but he wasn't familiar with his skates, and it was gravel and dusty.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
But yeah, they had to speed it up there.
That'd be hard to do and not a roller
We
rink.
are back to the hospital. This hospital, the inside part of it, is also used in Halloween 3.
Close up on our gears.
Shoe
Gratuitous
shot.
shoe shot.
I can't remember who that guy is, but he was somebody in the production team.
Even his shoes are on the desk. I love that.
There are more feet in this movie than in a Quentin
Quentin
Tarantino
Tarantino
film.
must love this. Like, if they were all barefoot, anyways. Like, yeah, Dan O'Grady, yeah. Should be more ashamed of himself.
He doesn't deserve to be a Dan.
No, you can keep the Seamus. Huh? The fuck? This is the only part of the plot where I'm like,
Look at this Dutch angle. This is some
Right?
fancy ass shit. This hospital, I remember in the commentary they talked about how it was going, I think it was going to be demolished soon. So they had it to themselves, but it was really run down. Or this wing was being
Yeah.
renovated or something, but it was completely empty.
I love how, though, it just, in horror movies, hospitals are always so quiet.
Yeah, I mean, here it's a retirement home, and I have worked in retirement
It
homes
makes
before,
more sense.
and
but-
they are eerily quiet.
Yeah, it makes more sense. It's still.
I worked in one where did you see the Leprechaun? I worked in one retirement home which had like 3 levels, and the carpeting and everything. It had this very overlook hotel vibe to it, and it would be my job to walk down the halls and make sure the residents were okay. That nobody needs anything.
Right.
But it would be so creepy at night. It was so quiet.
But you were there because you worked there. And my point is, like, you'd think you'd see somebody who worked there, right?
Tatum says, "Are you using Shameless? Is this person in Charmed? Because there was a person called Seamus in Charmed. There was a leprechaun named Seamus. I think they just use Seamus just because I think it's a very Irish sounding
Yeah,
name.
there's even a pro wrestler, Sheamus. Like,
This guy.
the villain.
And look at Jennifer Aniston here. She's not thinking this is a stepping stone to Friends. Like, she is doing a great job.
But I am the leprechaun.
I love the leprechauns in Charmed. They all love Paige.
Yeah.
We just finished watching Charmed together.
Oh, it's really the leprechaun. But we'll
this
find him
part
now.
here was really, really hard. So there's a lot of scenes in this where they have to speed it up because a lot of the things he has to do are very
Another
hard.
vehicle,
And this is one they definitely sped up the footage a lot because he was not able to go that fast
No.
in the wheelchair.
But like I said, it's like a cartoon come to life.
And these are completely separate. He's not chasing her. They're filmed separately.
He has Toon Force, so it makes sense.
I think it adds to the cartooniness of it. So I think it looks good.
And that was pretty intentional. Obviously, they wouldn't have had silhouette in the fence and everything.
Seamus in Charmed also had a shillelagh.
Yes. Shillelagh. Beat you with it.
And they didn't have that many hallways to use in this place either, so they're working with what they got here.
They make it look a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
There's Seamus.
And it's kind of a final girl trope where, he's not dead, but you
Wait,
find...
why are we calling him Seamus? It's Dan O'Grady.
Yeah. He's just... because he is shameless.
Because he's shameless?
Yeah.
He's still alive. Look how good she is in the scene, guys. Those are tears, man.
I think it's because wife in the beginning calls him Dan Seamus O'Reilly or whatever.
His real name's Shay Duffin, which is also very... He's in Titanic. I mean, he's in a lot of big movies. He's in The Departed.
Oh, that was a good movie. Cranberry juice.
Yeah, yeah. Raging Bull.
Like, this guy would know. I don't think if he would have lit him on fire, I don't think he would have died. I think it would just freed him.
Tatum says she loves Rose. What do you think of Rose, Danny?
Rose is great.
Rose McGowan, I'm assuming.
Yes, Rose McGowan
Yes,
is awesome.
we love Paige. Actually, the wrestler Paige named herself after that character.
Yeah.
So this part's really interesting. Hopefully I remember all the details correctly. One, the movie's, I think it's set in North Dakota. That's where she has North Dakota plates, but it's filmed in California. But they did not have a clover patch for this scene. So they had to completely make a little area, but it didn't have any like actual clover. So it's just green light. It's just green light on the ground. So you can see that it's not actually a clover.
That doesn't look like clovers.
But see, that's what I think is cool about these B movies. They're scrappy movies. They're underdog movies. You get into a situation where you need to have a lush clover field.
Right.
That sounds like I'm talking about a different movie. But you're supposed to have this lush clover field full of clovers. You don't have it. You have a tiny little patch of clovers that you picked up from a potting shop. You need some green light. You work with what you got. This is the scene where the stunt double did get injured. She tripped here, and I think she broke her ankle or she twisted it.
Even though
so the stunt
final
double
girl usually does fall down once or twice.
Jennifer Aniston's doing a lot of running in this, and she does some of it herself. But in that scene, it was a stunt double, and she did get hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any shame in using your stunt double. That's what they're there for.
Well, plus
But
it makes the movie flow
unfortunately-
go faster when you're filming because you have to like have availability and stuff. So yeah, you gotta.
The
bring
only
in stunt
unfortunate
double.
part about it is a lot of times stunt doubles do get seriously injured or
They
even
do.
killed, and nobody ever knows. They never talk about it.
Yeah.
If talent gets hurt, an actor and actress gets hurt.
It's a huge lawsuit. And
There was
everything
someone who
like
died
that.
in one of the Mission Impossible movies, and you
Right.
never hear about this stuff.
I know it's because what you sign on for is a stunt double, and what you sign on as
Yeah.
an actor are completely
Oh
different.
my gosh, Kevin. So Kevin says, I'm a nurse and I work in a nursing home. It definitely isn't quiet there at night. I worked in a lot of nursing homes. I also worked in an Alzheimer's cottage, which is a whole other thing. But one of the creepiest
Well, they're
places
ripping
I
your face
worked,
off. Loves to do that to cops.
I worked when I was in college. My
Ooh,
first
I
job was in the physical education department, and it was my job to close up and make sure everything was locked. Well, upstairs we had cadavers, and it was completely quiet. But I'd have to go up there, make sure everybody was covered, and then lock up. And every so often they would jerk. It would be so creepy.
He took the cop's eye so he could have
Yes.
an eye. And then they shot him.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Tatum.
Point is, you were working. If Jennifer Aniston was running around, she would at least saw you.
Yes. Yes. Oh, he looks so sad. I hate it when they hurt him. He didn't ask for any of this. He
He
just
just
wants to
wants his
live his
gold.
life. That
Give him
freaking
back his coin.
Dan O'Grady steals his stuff.
I mean, he's a little impatient, but I think
I have never found a four-leaf clover in my life. Every
I have
time
several times.
we have a patch of clovers at our house. And what we used to do when I was a kid, you would take one of the leaves and rip it in half.
Remember, I found 2 of them when we went to the rainforest, though.
You're so lucky. One of the beautiful things about Washington
I gave one to
State is
Kate,
we are the
or
only
Laws.
state that has a rainforest. We have the Hoh Rainforest.
Yeah, I gave one to Laws and I kept the other one. They were in my wallet.
Tatum! She's been a member for 1 month. Yes. Ow, ow, ow. She says, you were my rock tonight. I had so much fun. I'm having fun hanging out with you. Thanks for hanging out.
You were our shamrock.
Ah, dude, I want a shamrock shake so bad. Do they
God,
still make those?
It's gotta be. McDonald's has to have one right now.
Dude, I'm craving a shamrock shake.
Well, maybe we'll go see if McDonald's
I
has one.
love this kid here.
As
See,
long as
that's
the
the thing.
shake machine's working.
This is why I think Final Girls and children in horror movies resonate with us so much because, again, it's like my love for B movies. I love anybody who's an underdog.
Mhm.
Kids have it stacked against him. He's against a magical creature here. You know, how is he going to win? An adult can't even win.
Right.
But this kid does it, and I think that's inspiring. Just like, you know, when you have your Final Girls, this person who's seems like they would be the perfect victim, and they end up standing up and saving everybody.
I feel like growing up on horror movies is one of the main reasons why I never looked at women as a weaker sex.
I think that's also why people like even love Die Hard, because in even action movies, you have your Rambos and stuff who are just obviously they're going to
John
win.
McClane was more of an everyday man.
He was an everyday man who won by being scrappy.
Exactly.
And I think we like that.
He
We
wasn't
like it.
built like Schwarzenegger or Stallone by any means. He was just,
Yeah.
I'm a...
Look, she's believing he told her what to do, and then she finds it. Ah, my heart. Right?
Yeah.
We love you, Mark Carlton. It's
Oh,
perfect,
Clover!
too. I told you.
It's huge, too. Like, far as they go. I've never found one that big. I found 4-leaf clovers.
I've
a few of
never
them.
found one in my life. We have a giant patch of them in our yard.
I found several, but they're always smaller than that. Like, I've never found that one that big. Oh, shit. Kick him in the...
I think the other reason, I know I've heard this from Don Mancini with the Child's Play movies, why they have children in those, is they want somebody who can be the same height as the villain. And they did that in the Friday the 13th remake. They got Jared Padalecki, who was the same height as the actor who played Jason. So that's why in Child's Play and Leprechaun, you have children who are main characters.
Exactly.
Hey, Fantastic Oracle. Come hang out. We are watching Leprechaun, the original. And we are at the 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 5-second mark.
But yeah, that's why Child's Play scared me a lot more than Freddy and Jason, because they always went after teenagers.
Hey, we got a blackout video watching from Silverton, Oregon. We're in
Nice.
Washington State, so you're our neighbor. Do you actually have a video store
Like a
or
physical
a
store?
channel?
We might
Tell
check
us
it out. We go to
Tell
Oregon
us
often.
about it. We love Oregon.
I plan to go down there, hopefully not too far from now.
Oh, this is so rad. See, this is the thing. Kids in horror movies are innovative.
Yes. Fuck you, Lucky Charms.
Dude, that kid is a badass.
Right in his mouth.
Even though I love the Leprechaun and I don't appreciate this, he was wailing on my boy Ozzy. You don't fuck with Ozzy.
Ozzy didn't deserve to be killed.
Ozzy and the kid didn't deserve it.
And this gives me so much a Gremlins vibe of how Stripe dies.
Yes,
it's like the same way, and I love that movie too. So
look at the effects here, guys. Cinema. Look at that. Oh, I love me some goo.
Melting. I mean, it all goes back to like Wizard of Oz too, where I'm melting.
It's so cool. Ah. This kind of stuff, this impresses me so much more than, I mean, obviously you watch something with a big budget and you're amazed at the spectacle when you see something like Titanic and you're like, wow, I never saw I get to see that image. And someone put that on screen. But this, where they have no money and they're able to make something that you're just like, wow, it's so exciting.
And if they would have killed Ozzy, I feel like it would have been like a Dewey moment from Scream where the audience would have been like, no, dude, don't do that. Oh, right here, like I said, from Stripe, from Gremlins.
Look at this, guys.
Skull face.
See, this is, I need my NECA figure with a trade out head like this. Oh, I'm so sad when he dies.
I wish they could.
But he's like Chucky. He always comes back.
There you go.
Oh, Nathan's such a dick.
But like I said, I don't think fire would have ever.
But he's trying to be a dad to his brother and take care of the boys.
They did all the heavy lifting. He's just cleanup job here.
I'm trying to like him more. Kevin says, I worked in the ICU for 8 years and I have some crazy stories. I won't share on a live stream though. Honestly, I would love to talk to you sometime, maybe on a stream. You should. How come I've never had you on? Well, I've had you on streams before, but it's been a long time. Need to have you back on a stream.
Yeah.
So Blackout Video says, I wish I had a video store. Blackout Video is my YouTube channel where I do movie reviews and some movie reactions. I used to have my channel name as Wolf Game Video. That's rad, dude. I'm going to check out your channel for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to go do that right now. Look at this. They really did stay up all night filming. And this is when the sun is coming up. Like, this is a perfect, beautiful sunrise shot.
Filming hour.
And this reminds me of Scream.
Oh, yeah.
Or even
Before
the end
Scream,
of, like...
though.
one of the Friday the 13th films, like part 4. You know, the cops show up. Like,
oh, yeah, they were
so many movies. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I do feel like we keep these images locked in our heads. So, wouldn't be surprised.
Well, the phone call didn't bring those cops there, but maybe that explosion kind of did in the fire.
Yes. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, that was me good movie. Good job, guys. Davis, Jennifer Aniston, Mark Olton.
Yeah, Deputy Trippett was
Shay
the one who
Duffin.
sadly passed away. David Permenter. I believe I think it was cancer.
Right.
But yeah, I love that Mark Jones remembered all these people. He kept up with them. He still stayed friends with David Price. He loved this movie, guys. He was so proud of it.
Davis.
Ivan the cat. I kind of want to hear the story behind that.
William Beale was the best
actually,
boy.
before I lost contact with Mark Jones, and you know, obviously before he passed away, I really was thinking about trying to get a hold of everybody in this, so that I could write a book on Leprechaun.
You should.
But now that Mark Jones has passed away, I'm just kind of, I don't know.
I'm not saying it should be your next book, but you should. I think you would honor him. He was already impressed with your knowledge.
I don't know. I can try to get a hold of some of the people involved in the movie.
Yeah.
That's it. The little girls, boys, and little boys' voices were Andrea and Brandon Sachs. There's somebody's kids in this film. I can't remember who, though. Somebody.
Yeah.
I remember in my deep dive.
Deep Roy.
So, yeah, Tony Cox is the person who is in Me, Myself, and Irie. He got injured making this.
Yeah.
I always think it's really important to...
Lexi did first aid.
At least sit through the credits when you go see a movie at the theater.
Oh, yeah.
Just sit there, because these people worked really hard on something that you enjoyed. And the least you can do is watch their name pass by.
Alexander Salaraz was a good best boy,
Ben,
for sure.
I think you're butchering their names.
Salazar?
Salazar?
Honey wagons.
I can't remember who it was,
buckets.
but I remember
Somebody
somebody randomly picked a name out of the credits of a movie and named their kid that way. I don't think I would have been that brave, but heard of it.
Sounds like something I would have done at least.
The producers wish to thank the following. So Coca-Cola, That's why you see the Coke products.
Yeah, the Sprite.
Reebok. That's right. I remember this. Their marketing person really helped them out, and they got a lot of this stuff donated. That's why they're thanking them.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know.
George Lucas, like I told you, he was thanked because he let work out of his thing. And that's right. I said Al Gore earlier. I meant Dan Quayle. Dan Quayle
Yes.
is who expedited Warwick's visa. So that was my mistake. 4-leaf clover.
For those who don't know, Dan Quayle was vice president during the
The
senior
Clinton
Bush.
era. Oh, the Bush. Yeah, you're right.
Senior Bush.
Don't ask me about politics, guys. I moved here from England.
Because if you look in a bush, you'll find a quail.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. It's live. My facts were not always the bestest facts.
The other bush had Dick Cheney.
But you can watch my deep dive. I promise you everything in there is accurate.
Woo!
That was Leprechaun, guys. Such a great movie. I got something stuck in my throat. I'm going to check in with the chat and see how y'all are doing. Gore Tatum says, can I be on one of your streams? If you got stuff to stream and everything, yeah, why not? Maybe we'll have you on for our watch party or something. I am going to check out Blackout Video. 100 before I gotta talk to you. Yeah. Certainly because you're a channel member, so we'll figure out something.
Yeah.
And let's call the poll, shall we? So I'm going to end the poll now. It looks like Leprechaun 2 got 14%. Stitches got 14%. Maniac Cop
29.
29.
Second place.
And did you see the shocker for Maniac Cop?
No.
What'd you do? What is it?
Two in this.
I don't know.
Oh, they make a bowling ball and it looks like Napoleon ice cream, but it has the 2 holes in the strawberry ice cream and it has the 1 hole in the chocolate ice cream.
That's disgusting.
It is so cool.
I hope you're embarrassed.
I kind of want that ball.
I hope you're ashamed. Danny loves to bowl. He's actually okay, guys. Real talk now. Danny, not a movie snob, not a wrestling snob, not a snob in any, not a food snob, bowling snob. Right here. Oh my lord. He got his fancy bowling glove. He's got his fancy bowling ball. He just got himself some fancy bowling shoes.
Just because I don't use alley shoes and alley ball does not make me a snob.
He refuses to use the balls provided at the bowling alley or the shoes.
They can't spin worth a shit. They're like plastic and they don't hardly weigh a damn.
Oh my lord.
Just because I don't want to use
snob.
It doesn't make me a snob.
Meanwhile, you have me using those little dinosaur things to set up my shot.
Okay, yeah. Because you're bad at bowling.
I'm good at Wii bowling.
Wii bowling, you've gotten.
I'm good at Wii bowling.
I feel like I've trained you well, young Padawan.
No, I have natural skills.
No.
Natural skills. I got second place in a Wii bowling tournament at the time capsule.
I know. But who Wii bowls with you? Me. And gives you tips, and you get really better. You get better every time.
Just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna check in with the chat. Guys, I've been having such a great time hanging out with y'all. Black Avenue says, "Are you having some St. Patrick's Day drinks?" I just have some strawberry Dr. Pepper.
We had some champagne.
And I had some champagne to honor Mark Jones.
I was drinking some German beer. Sorry, it's the only beer I had on hand.
DJ says, "So when is the next movie? I have 14 days before review is available." I'm not sure. Stay tuned. You're a member of the channel, so I did just get a new job, and I'm just still kind of adjusting and trying to figure out my schedule and stuff. And usually I do members only stuff on Fridays. So I think this weekend is a Friday, and then we have one. Let me go take a look. Let me look at the calendar. I want to look at the calendar. So we got 2 Fridays left in this month. So why don't we do a movie night this Friday the 20th and then game night next Friday the 27th? And most of my streams, I make exceptions when I have guests on who are usually on the East Coast, and sometimes I will do it earlier to accommodate them, especially if they, like, I've had Night on before and he's got kids to put to bed. So, but almost always my streams are at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, this Friday at 6 p.m. West Coast time, I'm going to have a watch party for the B Movie Coven. So, if you're a member of the channel, my lowest membership is like $3. All the fun stuff is available from that tier and up. Come join the B Movie Coven watch party. We're gonna watch Rumpelstiltskin and celebrate Mark Jones's work.
Yeah.
Kevin says, definitely write the book dedicated to Mark Jones. It's a journey you will not regret.
Exactly.
I mean, I've never written a book before, but...
Well, especially, yeah, that kind of book. But you should definitely do it. I think you know all the knowledge, you have all the skills. You're entertaining. Do it.
I'm going to try.
Okay.
I will certainly try. I like the
You gotta
idea.
get Pup done, though.
I do like the idea of dedicating it to Mark Jones. I will say I'm not great at finishing big projects. I've been working on a fiction book about werewolves since my son was 3. My son's 21. But I'm working on it, guys. I am a work in progress.
You'll get it done.
Tatum says, everyone make sure you thumbs up the video. Thank you so much, sweetie. Blackout bowling is always fun. Oh, blacklight bowling. Yes, we have it here where we live. It's called Cosmic Bowling. So,
Same thing, though.
yeah, I love that. Till 14 days left. 14 days till what? What's in 14 days?
Oh.
I think DJ, do you have
They gotta renew their thing or whatever's available. So.
Oh, yeah. They have the free membership for 14 days. Well, then you'll be there. You can join the movie party on the 20th, and game night is next week. So, yeah, you should still be a member.
Got 2 weeks.
And if you really like it, you can renew. Or, like I said, I give out memberships twice a month. And not a lot of people watch my streams. So, odds are in your favor. You might win one.
Right.
I'm just happy to have people to hang out with that love these great movies. So, I love our B Movie Coven nights. Hope to see more watch along videos. Yeah, I want to do some more that are not. I usually do them, like I said, for my channel memberships, but I want to do a lot more where I can just share with you guys my just love for these movies. Actually, I have one coming up planned for just the channel of Tammy and the T-Rex. I love that movie. My friend Carrie has never seen it, so I'm gonna probably do that one soon.
Somehow caught that on TV way back in the day, and like it disappeared way after that. Like, and there was only the TV version, and finally they made that cool Blu-ray R-rated version. But I thought like I must have hallucinated that or some shit. It was a fever dream. Like, finally they were like, no, that was a real thing, and here's the Blu-ray. I'm like,
it's so gory. It's got Paul Walker in it, and his brain gets put into a dinosaur, and he's in love with Denise Richards. And then there's the guy from Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, I've been doing things a lot more like more last minute planning, like not planning out so far ahead, because I used to kind of schedule my streams like, you know, a month or two in advance. I'm trying to be a lot more flexible, but yeah, if you're subscribed to the channel, there's always a live stream on Sundays unless, you know, somebody's sick or something like this last week.
Right.
And yeah, there's always a movie night for B Movie Coven, and there's always a game night. And then yeah, I throw in some bonus ones here and there. I used to do streams on Wednesdays. It's been kind of harder with work, but I ended up getting rid of that so that I could participate in friends streams, because I have a lot of friends who are YouTubers, but also so I could just do random stuff. So I think next month, you know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm saying it here. I'm gonna start doing a regular movie night that's not for the B Movie Coven. So if you're a channel member, you get 2 movie nights a month. Otherwise, once a month, I'll find a movie that we can watch together.
Cool.
And maybe this guy here will hang out with us. This is my husband. If you guys are new here, this is Danny Nightmare, husband, best friend, person who runs Horror Addicts. You can also find me over on there, but you will find him, just go at Horror Addicts TV in YouTube, or his link is in my favorite channels on my channel. So yeah. Thank you for watching this movie with me.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Tatum, for your support. DJ Plays Favorites. Really great to meet you, Blackout Video. I am going to be checking out your channel, and I'm really excited to see what you have going on over there. And I hope to see you guys soon. This was really great. It was really nice to share this movie with you guys, to enjoy it with you, to celebrate it with you, to remember Mark Jones with you. He was really special, and I'm glad that we still have his work. So one last time to Mark. This is my Mark Jones stogie here. Thank you for this awesome movie. And we're going to watch Rumpelstiltskin soon.
Another one of his movies.
And that's it for me, guys. I need to eat.
Yeah, we'll get some food.
Yes, but I've really loved hanging out with you guys, and I really appreciate you guys. So, until we meet again, blessed be.